and we welcome you to the rubber match of this series between the Arizona Diamondbacks and the New York Mets. Here's your starting lineup for the home team. The New York Mets at shortstop batting first, Francisco Lindor. At right field batting second, Juan Soto. At first base batting third, Pete Alonso. At designated hitter batting fourth, Jesse Winker. At third base batting fifth, Mark Vientos. At left field batting sixth, Brandon Nimmo. At catcher batting seventh, Luis Torrens. At second base batting eighth, Jeff McNeil. At center field batting ninth, Tyrone Taylor. And pitching today for the New York Mets, it is the right-hander, Kodai Senga. Your starting lineup for the New York Mets. Alright guys, and on that note, we welcome you to the rubber match of the series between the D-backs and the Mets. Mets took the first game, D-backs took the second game in what was one of the wildest games you'll see all season. Won that one 4-3. After that game, I should note, Justin Martinez, who was trying to get the save, you might have noticed he was not okay that game. He did not look good. He was throwing about 94 on the fastball, usually throws 100, 101. He's on the IL. He's on the 15-day IL. They're trying to work stuff out. So now the D-backs down Puck, down Martinez in the pen. So Martinez is going to take some time off while he gets tries to recover from that. So keep that in mind. And with that, crazy win for the D-backs yesterday with a weird lineup. Today's lineup a bit more conventional, and we will have the D-backs trying to win their first series after losing their last three, and look to go to 3 games above 500. Appreciate all you guys tuning in. My name is cgiulianihpu. If you've never been to a cgiulianihpu live stream for how it works like this, fire one in the chat. Any questions you might have, I'll be happy to answer anything and everything. Any donation, get your question right away. Otherwise, I'll just go in the order that I see them. Vote in that poll. Who do you think wins this game? Do you think it's going to be the Mets or the D-backs? I should also note, because it is Thursday, $50 by any person. You get to decide any song I sing at karaoke with a live band tonight. We also have a new You Make the Call for Wednesday night. This is a long one. This is a long You Make the Call because of the way the schedule works out. For the Wednesday night game, White Sox, Royals, Orioles, Twins, Tigers, Rockies. Will we do another Rockies game? Will we call our first White Sox game? Will we call our first Orioles game? It is all up to you guys. The lineup here for the D-backs, Carroll, Perdomo, Smith going 1, 2, 3. It's a way more conventional lineup to start off May. Naylor, Suarez, Gurriel, Thomas, Tawa, Herrera. No real surprises there in terms of how the lineup looks compared to what we have come to expect after a wackadoodle lineup yesterday that sort of worked. How's it going, AKC? Welcome to the chat. Appreciate tuning. New videos should be dropping. I don't know when it's going to drop, but it's a weird one. I will say it is a weird one. I will say, I promise you this video is about football. It's one of those where you just got to trust me on this one. It's one of those where you got to trust me on this one. I promise you the video is about football, even though the title might not reflect it. But I found this story literally 5 minutes before I went on the air. I'm going to explore it a little bit more, and we should hopefully get that video out maybe by tonight. I'm not sure. Worst case, we get out tomorrow. Maybe get 2 uploads tomorrow. But it will be a good one. Happy as a clam. I wonder why did something happen yesterday? Did a certain Minnesota team actually not break your heart for the first time ever? Holy cow. Oh my goodness. Wolves look good. Wolves look freaking good. I think there's 3.5 teams that can compete right now in the NBA. And the Wolves are the 0.5. Like, when they're on their game, they can play with anyone. Even without shooting the ball well. And even despite everything that happened yesterday during the game. Holy cow. Incredible. Celtics make finals room for the T-Wolves. How can you not root for the T-Wolves? I mean, they've never made the finals. At this point, how can you not? How many baseball games will I call in between now and You Make the Call? That's a good question. I don't know. I don't know. I got to double check because the D-backs are at home. First pitch outside for ball. We're officially underway. We're doing D-backs fills at one point. We might do Sunday Night Baseball. And we might do something on Tuesday before the D-backs play. I'm not sure. Outside 2-0. Senga on the bump today. Carroll's struggling in this series. 0 for 8. We're going to turn things around here. The 2-0. He's going to swing at that off-speed pitch. Misses 2-1. How's it going, Jacob? Welcome to the chat. Appreciate you tuning in. Yeah, shouldn't have found the Mark Williams physical. I saw his Twitter afterwards with the eyeball emoji. That's all I need to say. That's all you need to say. When the Mets lose, America wins. We'll see. Hopefully today. Hopefully today. Yankees are at 3 in the power rankings. Wow, that's insane. Carroll lifts it into left. Is that going to fall? It will drop for a base hit. I think the left fielder lost it in the sun. I think Nimmo lost it in the sun because he didn't even stick out a glove for that one. And it's a leadoff single for Corbin Carroll. He gets on board with his first hit of the series. That's going to send Perdomo up to bat. That ball hung up there for a while. And Nimmo just stopped running. No, Pacers are not being the Celtics. I think it's going to be Celtics Cavs. I think Nimmo just stopped running. The Yanks lost series to the Orioles. Yep, number 3 team. Will he do a congrats Lakers? He's probably working hard on the congrats Leafs vid. He's got that ready to go the moment that they lose that series if it happens. Perdomo chops it foul, won the count. Perdomo came off the bench yesterday. He didn't get the start for the first time all season. Came off the bench as a pinch hitter, relieving Hampson, and got 3 RBI. Was money at the plate, and a big reason why the D-backs ended up winning that game. Weather at Queens, it is sunny. It is perfectly sunny. I don't even see too many jackets. Beautiful day for a ball game. Perdomo fakes bunt. Pulls back. It's a ball 1-1. Senga pitching today for the Mets. It's been pretty sharp over his last 4 outings. Can't really complain a whole lot. The Mets, he's gotten 3 wins in his last 4 outings. 23 2/3, 2 earned runs, a .76 ERA in his last 4 games. Yeah, Cavs Canes going to be a fun series. That one, oh, that's not a strike, ump. That's not even close to a strike. That's not even close. That was like the Tawa pitch yesterday that missed. You have fun this weekend? Yep, we're doing all the games this weekend. All the games this weekend we're doing. The 1-2, Perdomo fouls it off. He's got a congrats Leafs video ready to go. He does. I've got a video ready to go, hopefully, later today. Hopefully, we'll see. Fingers crossed I can get it done. Fingers crossed. Worst case, just comes out tomorrow. And we do 2 uploads tomorrow. Cavs T-Wolves final. That could happen. That'd be fun. Carroll gets back in safely on the pickoff play. I'll put it this way. Never been happier to Carroll on the Reynolds trade. Yeah, he balled out. The Lakers have no one big. It was so funny. Literally, if they signed a fan who was 6'8", they would be okay yesterday. they had no presence down low. 1-2 Perdomo, swing and a miss. Nice curveball in the dirt for the first out. Pavin Smith coming up. I will say this much. I think the Thunder are the best team in the NBA. But if everyone's at their peak, I don't think anyone beats the Timberwolves. If that makes sense. I think if every team in the NBA plays their best possible game, pickoff play, Carroll gets back in. If every team plays their best possible game, I think no team beats the Timberwolves. If that makes sense. That pitch outside for ball. Carroll, oh, he got a bad jump. He's out. He got a horrible jump on that one. Corbin Carroll, normally good running the bases. Normally good, but he was not even close on that one. Carroll, the first time he's been called stealing this year. That was such a late jump. I don't know what happened there. Now bases are empty. It's clearly out. I don't know what. T-Wolves have never made it to the finals. I'm not sure what happened there. That is not like Carroll at all. Usually he either gets in safe or it's a bang-bang play with his speed. That was not even remotely close. He got a horrible jump there, and base is empty now with 2 out. So one thing you can't do against Senga with how well he's been pitching as of late is just give him outs like that. Pavin takes in one for a strike, 1-2. If you like what we see, folks, hit that like button, subscribe, helps out on the channel. The 1-2, Pavin watches that one in the dirt, 2-2. Yeah, we have the emojis for the D-backs and the Mets. We have another game later tonight. We got the Phils against the Nationals. We'll go live at 6:33 for that one. Starting lineups at 6:38. Swing and a miss on the curve inside. Back-to-back strikeouts by Sengo. 1-2-3. Not the conventional 1-2-3, but faces the minimum that time. Another poor start for the D-backs. So I don't think they've... I think they've gone the minimum each of these 3 games in the first inning. We go bottom first. Room for T-Wolves or Thunder? Yeah, will Thunder win it all? I think they can. I think right now they're my pick to make it to the finals. They're my pick to make it to the finals. It's going to be close. This has been a good year. I will say, in terms of the parity, there's, I think, 4 teams, maybe even 5 if Jokic balls out. There may be 5 teams that have a shot to win it all this year. Like, the days of you knew it was going to be Cavs Warriors are over. Why does everyone say Celtics go back-to-back when Thunder are better? Because Celtics have more experience. And they're playing good, too. Cavs Jets in the Stanley Cup Final. Ooh. All right, Canes Jets. I think the winner of Caps Canes wins the Eastern Conference. So, right? I think I said at the start Canes Jets. Jacob knows my picks. I think I said Canes and Jets at the start. I think the winner of Caps Canes will go to the final. I've not been too surprised by anything taking place so far in the Stanley Cup playoffs. Also, I don't really like this playoff format. Watch Ottawa make the Stanley Cup. I mean, they'll have a lot of momentum if they get past the Leafs. They'll have a lot of momentum. They can pull off the reverse sweep. Zach Allen, I think it's safe to say this contract year, this season has been inconsistent. He's definitely had his moments of brilliance. That Yankee game with 13 strikeouts. He's also had his moments where he has not looked good. Hence his ERA nearing 6 this season. Last outing against the Braves got the loss. Only went 5 innings in that one, allowed 3 earned runs. We'll see what the Milkman can deliver today. But it's been rough the last 4 outings for him. He's allowed 16 earned runs in 21 2/3, allowing an ERA of 6.65. First pitch and the first strike to Lindor. Lindor, Soto, Alonso, 1-2-3. Bill's getting more. I think it's a good move for them. He played all right with the Browns last year. They needed some receivers. They got a receiver. More can start for them. Panthers over Lightning in 5. Well, I had the Panthers winning. I didn't have them in 5. But I'm talking about in terms of the teams winning the series. 0-2 outside, 1-2. I had the Panthers winning the series. I didn't have it in 5. I had it in 6. But the way they did, I mean, they dominated. They completely dominated. The 1-2 to Lindor. That one chopped down the first base line. That is a foul ball. Yeah, we haven't had any information about the Pirates fan. No news is good news. So it's not dead on the seam. That's good. No news is good news. Can the Panthers go back-to-back? I mean, they can. I mean, they're in the next round. At this point, it's anyone's to win. Blues, Jets, that's a fun series. I think the Blues play Friday at the same time the Battlehawks play, so I wonder what attendance is going to be like at the Dome. Because it might be preoccupied. 1-2, fouled off. Lindor, been very good this series. 3 for 8. Hit a home run the first game. Get of note for the D-backs, Alec Thomas in the center field. Didn't play the last 2 games. He's commanding center. 1-2, it's a routine fly ball. And Gurriel makes the play for the first out. Leadoff man goes down. Here comes Juan Soto. Mets are still waiting for him to produce the way they expected. And this series has not been kind to Soto. He's 0 for 7. 0 for 4 yesterday. Had a chance to do something yesterday in the 9th inning, but didn't. Eagles can become dynasty. I don't think it's a hot take. They got a great GM. They got a young quarterback. That pitch apparently missed low. Some crew has been interesting this series. I think that's the best way to put it. 1-0 the count. Yeah, right now we got 1-0 Pirates. 1-0 Rays. Diaz with the home run. 0-0 Twins, Guards, and 2-1 Reds over the Cardinals. But Cardinals have runners on the corners. That curveball in there for a strike. I think Soto can't believe any of these calls. It's like, wait a sec. That pitch should have been a ball. First one should have been a strike. 1-1 the count. And the umpiring yesterday was atrocious. Umpiring today off to a bad start. That one an easy call. That's a ball. 2-1. Lakers era is over. Oh, I don't think so. Wait for the offseason to get a big man. They knew they need a big man. The Luka trade, you're sacrificing play on the interior. You're sacrificing play down low, is what I meant to say. They're sacrificing play down low. That curve, that misses for a ball. So that's 3-1. It's a tight zone today, apparently. Oh, this is going to be an adventure. Automated strike zone, I need it. I need it like I need air. Grounder, nice scoop there by Perdomo. 6-3 out. God, this strike zone is, this home plate is going to be the death of me today. This umpire crew, thank God this is the last day of this series. Thank the Lord. Like, if the Lakers get a big man, watch out. What World Series would be the dream down here but Manfred's nightmare? I'm guessing Marlins Rays for you. For me, it's D-backs against anyone. D-backs White Sox. Pop up into foul territory, but that goes into the stands. I will say, Gallen's gone ahead in the count. 2 of his 3 batters, and the one time he didn't on a ball that should have been a strike. So he's delivering on the first pitch. Alonso got on base 4 times yesterday. Got hit by a pitch and walked 3 times. Worst strikes by an ump ever. Oh, Marlins fans are not going to like the answer to this one. 1-1 the count. Royals Rockies. God. Marlins fans will not like the answer to that question. But the worst strike zone by an ump ever. You got the 90s. It was rough. Base hit for Alonso. He got sunboard yet again. He's been on a tear this series. And with 2 outs, Mets get a man on. Winker coming up. Marte was a DH yesterday. Winker relieved him after Marte kind of stunk. Winker 0 for 2, though, yesterday. They got that bizarro RBI ground out, if I'm not mistaken. The Maple Leaf Psycho 7 win an OT. Man. That would be so many demons exercised at that point. Upstairs for ball 1-0. Yeah, have you ever watched the Marlins NLCS game? Game 5 was atrocious. The 1-1 curveball. How did that miss? No, I don't think we can reverse it. How did that miss? That was entirely in the zone. 2-1 the count. Oh my God. It's like 3 pitches today already that Gallen should have had a called strike. But they called a ball. 2-2. That one's in the zone. Oh my goodness. Yeah, Marte homer in 2. Yes, he did. Wednesday he did not play well. They got a good thing going with that. Upstairs for ball 3-2. If you want to see the worst umpiring of all time, Marlins Braves Game 5, 97. Yeah, just start out with Marte if he can hold up, because he's getting up there in age. 3-2, runner's gonna go. That one popped up, foul into the stands. Already 20 pitches for Gallen. He's got over 100 his last 2 games. Again, this bullpen for the D-backs a bit depleted. No Puck, no Martinez, so you won't Gallen to go more than 5. Right now, he's not on pace to do that. I think the umps are just blind. 3-2. That one fouled off. We stay alive again. Last one didn't go through. AKC. The last one did not go through. Yeah, that was a good Game 7. That was a good one. Game 7 in hockey is always awesome. You always get good ones. The 3-2. Winker right down the middle for strike 3. Gallen A scoreless first. You can forward leads with hit by pitch. Yep. Oh, yeah. You know, blind up emoji? We probably do. We probably do at this point. We need that. We need a Lionel Hutz. How many demons will we exercise? Oh. All of them. All of them. Yeah, I just need to see this umpire, this strike zone right now. Because this is insane. Okay, yeah. I'm not going crazy, guys. You think I'm going crazy? This was a ball. Oh. This right here was a ball. It's entirely in the zone. This was a ball, apparently. Somehow. Entirely in the zone. My God. My God. What other crazy calls? No, that was fine. Yeah, this was a ball. That's pretty much entirely in the zone. Throw the ball, apparently. Yeah. We're off to a good start this game, I'll put it that way. Meanwhile, this was a strike. This was a called strike. Number 3 is a strike. That's a strike. So, I don't know what's up. That's a called strike. It's kind of low. It's in the box. It's in the box. 3, that's apparently a strike. I don't get it. I don't get it. Well, they have won a playoff series. I think it's the exercise team if they avoid the reverse sweep and they win Game 7. First pitch swinging, grounder, Naylor, can he beat it out? It's a low throw, but can't beat it out. How come MLB teams play weekday afternoons? Because MLB you're playing every day, so the idea is they have to fly. So like the D-backs play tomorrow. So if you're the D-backs and you play at night this game, problem is that now you play at night, you're going to be flying into Philly or going into Philly. I'm not sure you're flying into Philly, but you're going to Philly at that point, and you're going to land at like 2 in the morning, get there at 2 a.m., and have to play a game the next day. So they play weekday afternoon because if it's the final game of the series and they're trying to fly out. So you'll never see 1-1. You'll never see, like yesterday's game would never be a weekday afternoon game. Unless they're trying to get in due to weather reasons. They would never do that. It's always to get people to get the teams to get back. That one, in there for a strike, 1-2. It's going to be May. Let's go. Justin Timberlake's favorite month. This is going to ruin the year. Yeah, probably busted Philly, yep. Though they took the train from New York to Washington, D.C., and there was like a delay with the train, so they didn't get there until like 4 a.m. So we'll see what they try doing here. 2-2. In the dirt, 3-2. I think you were looking at a different pitch, Casey, because that was absolutely a strike. I think you're looking at a different pitch. Full count here to Suarez. It's going to be Drake May. I love it. 3-2. Suarez. Right down the middle. That is just foul. Off the glove, Vientos. Just foul. We stay alive. Let's double check. That's the right call. That's foul. First to May by the Bee Gees, one of the earlier. I've never heard that song. The 3-2. Suarez lifts it into center, but easily playable out there for Taylor for the second out. Also, this because it's his birthday. Happy birthday to your young cousin. 5 up, 5 down so far for Senga, who again is netting an ERA below 1 over his last 4 outings. As he said, Lourdes Gurriel up to bat. Struggling this season, but yesterday, his final 2 at-bats got 2 hits. Maybe he's starting to turn the tide. Yeah, Mayday, there's a lot you could do with that. Summertime for a lot of college kids right now. First pitch to Gurriel. Curveball in there for a strike. 0-1. Nelly just streamed a great song. Great song. Nelly's got some bangers. Nelly's got some bangers. The 0-1. Gurriel chops it foul. 0-2. It would hurt a lot. Well, you saw the pitcher yesterday got hit in the elbow. Got hit by his own catcher in the elbow in the Twins guards game. That was crazy. We might have a rain delay in the Cardinals-Reds game because the wind is coming, ponchos are coming out. I already had one game canceled due to rain. That one, pulled foul, we stay alive. Yeah, people are starting to... I always love watching a rookie. You can tell when the weather gets bad because people frantically start fidgeting and leaving their seats. You can always tell. A lot of people think baseball is boring. I think they think it's boring because there's a lot of dead time in between the pitches, but it's not that case anymore. That one fouled off. I think also it's one of those sports that actually translates well to radio, so you can listen to it. You don't necessarily have to watch it. Currently online PhD program, while the semester is in for another week and a half. I got the assignment for the class finish and turned in. There you go. One of the few that does not procrastinate. I love it. Most exciting for me, it's football, but God, I love watching hockey. Playoff hockey is the best of the four. The 0-2. Gurriel watches that one in the dirt. 1-2. Long at bat here by Gurriel. He's fouled off a few pitches, now trying to fight back. Gurriel, after falling behind 0-2 this season, only getting on base 20% of the time. The 1-2. Gurriel swinging a miss. He got, I believe he got Perdomo on that pitch on 2 strikes in the first. So Perdomo or Smith, I think it was Perdomo. And he gets Gurriel that time. 6 up, 6 down. He's faced the minimum. So we go bottom second. Still no score. NFL most exciting regular season, NHL best postseason. I would give you that. I would 100% give you that. Okay, we have the emojis in for this game with the 2 teams. Football having so much time between plays. Well, I think football's different because football, the clock's running. So, like, even if nothing's happening, stuff is happening, if that makes sense. Because the clock is ticking down. There's a sense of urgency that you don't really see with baseball necessarily. The other thing, too, is that there's more exciting plays in football than baseball, if you know what I mean. Like extra base hits, how many extra base hits do you have in a game versus how many 10-plus yard plays do you see in a football game? I think that's why people think that way. Now, I love baseball, obviously. I wouldn't be doing this. I wouldn't have season tickets to D-backs and wouldn't be doing this if I didn't. But that's the argument that I've heard with people. I'm just trying to reason what they would probably think about that. Baseball looks like a sporting event of the 19th century. I mean, it pretty much, as we know it today, in America, as we know it today in America, layback feel, yes. I love baseball. It feels like there's something about a ballpark. There's something about a baseball game that you can't get anywhere else. One of your mom's couch likes to watch hockey with you? Ooh. Probably he's got to follow the puck or something. Right, Vientos, Nimmo, Terens due up here for the Mets in final game of this series. D-backs will go take on the Phils tomorrow, and we'll do Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I think we're going to do the Saturday game for that. Curveball in there for a strike to Vientos. Yeah, football's higher scoring. That is also true. Mets, after this, they take on the St. Louis Cardinals. They go to Busch Stadium. So that's also part of why. Like, I guess theoretically, the D-backs, you could play this game at night and get in Philly with no issue. It's really for the Mets why they're playing this game in the afternoon. Yeah, it's way better TV. Yep, way better TV. 1-1. Basketball was... I think Naismith... Was that 1890 or was that 1900? Fly ball and Thomas Makes the play on it for the first out. Nelly's best song, Just a Dream? Nah, his best song is Dilemma. Best song is Dilemma. So Vientos flies out. That's just Nimmo up to bat. Yeah, I think Naismith, I think it was 94. I think it was. 98. It was 91. 1891. MSU firing the AD. Can't say I'm surprised. Can't say I'm surprised with everything that's gone down as of late there. First pitch, ball, 1-0. Chops it on the second pitch to the second baseman, Tawa. To Naylor, that's 2 out. Your last one didn't go through. Dilemma's his best song, if that was what you're referring to. Dilemma's his best song, but I do like Just a Dream. Torrens coming up now with 2 out. Second straight inning now. The Gallen's gotten the first 2 men out. And Luis Torrens, his first game of this series, last played on April 27th against the Nationals, went 2 for 4 that game. Hitting .258 so far this season. Upstairs 1-0. You know, all sports were invented in the 19th century. When I was a kid, I didn't watch much baseball on TV. I love going to Orioles games. Yeah, I know a lot of people that don't watch it on TV, but they love going to games. I get it. It's a very different atmosphere. Where is Just a Dream at in terms of his top songs? Top 10. Probably top 5. I might go 3 on that. Dilemma and Han here are a tough 1-2 to beat. In there for a cold strike, 2-1. How's it going, Tim? Welcome to the chat. Hockey players for the March Madness. I will give you that. I like the first weekend of March Madness. After that, kind of slows down a little bit. 2-1. Swing and a miss on the curves. From 2-0 goes to 2-2. Torrens calls time. Gallen was his second game in New York this season. First game was against the Yankees on April 2nd. Got the win in that one. Struck out 13 batters. No runs allowed in that one. So far looking good. Got a full count here. Nelly to Nelly Furtado. As we have a rain delay now in the Cardinals-Reds game. Had a feeling that was coming. Full count. And that pitch misses way outside for a ball. Mets got base a lot yesterday with walks, and Torrens will take his base here with 2 out. McNeil coming up. Nelly Furtado went from like adult contemporary artist to like pop star. Like risque pop star. She pulled off that transition very well. Good news for the Commanders with the stand? Yes, great news for the Commanders. And they should let him to get a Super Bowl at some point. My grandma and I used to get pulled out of school to see Yankee games when they were kids. That was my grandpa, too. My grandpa used to watch Brooklyn Dodger games back in the day. Count 1-0. That pitch misses inside to McNeil. Know nothing about baseball now? That's a bummer. My sister knows nothing about baseball. Should try and have her come on a baseball broadcast. McNeil into right center. Is that going to find the gap? It will not. Thomas with a sliding grab. Thomas with a web gem right there. Alec Thomas might have just saved a run. A sliding grab for one of the best defensive center fielders out there. The hat comes off. Thomas covers a ton of ground there. And the Mets leave a runner on. We go top 3. Still 0-0. Alec Thomas. Hadn't played the last 2 games. Again, his bat is a bit iffy, but he's on the team because he is phenomenal defensively. And you saw it right there. You saw it right there. Yeah, ran for his life to get that ball. Lindor, is he a Hall of Famer? He's on track. He's on track. He's not there yet, but he is absolutely on track. Wouldn't shock me if when all is said and done, he makes the Hall of Fame. Thoughts on the Varsho catch? I mean, he is... You want to talk about the best defensive center fielders in baseball? I love Thomas, but Varsho, he is also up there. He is also absolutely up there. I remember him with the D-backs, and man, that was a crazy catch. Falling on his butt and making the grab barehanded on the ground. I mean... Wow. You know, it is domed. No, the stadium is domed, Andrew. The stadium that they're building will have a roof on it, so. And Goodell said it lends himself to do it, potentially. Caps and Cades goes 7, you have to call the game. I'll have it on the background. Yeah, 84, the last time Tigers won the World Series. Brother graduated from college today? Let's go. Let's go. That's awesome. So I don't have him no more? No, I'm glad we don't have him. I'm glad we don't have him. It was a win-win for both parties because Varsho, we traded him. We got Gabby Moreno and Lourdes Gurriel. So we got our left fielder, and we got our phenomenal catcher, who's great defensively, and he's got a solid bat. So it was a win-win for both parties. We don't make that run in 23 without Gurriel and Moreno. So it was a fair trade. It was a fair trade. Pacers, Cavs. Will I call any games? I'm not sure yet. Who wins and how many games? I think the Cavs win in 6. Screen search, they won the shoe and horse for weeks afterwards. But I said she might be exaggerated. I don't know about weeks afterwards. I definitely have, but I have screamed so much before that during a game that I do feel it the next day. Like I feel in my ribs after. Jalen Ramsey, Hall of Famer? I think so. All-decade team. One of the best corners. I think he will make the Hall of Fame. Entire month, the Angels in Beverly, California. Really? Wow. That's insane. That is an insane stat. Pearson 6? That's optimistic, yeah. First pitch. Curve misses low, 1-0. Trent Williams, Hall of Famer. Yes, absolutely. He's a lock. Trent Williams is a lock to make the Hall of Fame. Everyone with his numbers is in, and he is one of the best tackles of all time. Trent Williams is making the Hall of Fame. The 1-0 to Thomas. Check swing. Did he go? He did not. 2-0. Again, Thomas did not play the last 2 games. It was Jorge Barrosa, who was in center for the last 2. Actually entered yesterday's game as a pinch runner, but this is his first at bat of the series. Swing and a miss, 2-1 on that one. Thomas 6 for his last 17 over his last 5 games. Too many Rockies make the call. It's just a timing issue. D'Anthony Swanson just hit a home run for the Cubs. It's really just a timing issue. How are the Suns doing? How do I tell you? 3-1 grounder base hit. Thomas gets a hit in his 5th straight game that he's got a plate appearance in. And the D-backs get the leadoff man on board for the 2nd time today. Now Tim Towel coming up. Eminem or everyone who's a better singer? Well, Eminem doesn't sing. That's like asking who's a better football player. Patrick Mahomes or Shohei Ohtani? So it comes down 2-1. It's really just a timing issue with the Rockies. So they play a lot of Wednesday night games. Sounds like love is how? No depth, no coaching. Bradley Beal sucks. It's a lot. It's a lot. And then doesn't he barely sings. The 0-1. Towel going to try and lay down a bunt, but he fouls it off. The catcher, 0-2. Tim Towel below the Mendoza line. He is the replacement for Marte while Marte recovers. He's struggling as of late. His last 4 games, he's 0 for 16. Have a good burn for the Cavs if they come over game 3 or 4. Say hi, LeBron, for us. Ooh. Oh, boy. The 0-2. Herrera in the on-deck circle. Ohtani could probably find a way to play football. He probably could. Pick-off play, and Thomas gets back in safely. Everyone's a disturbed. Disturbed sing. Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. Wait. But they're different styles of singing. Like, I think Disturbed, the lead vocalist has a higher range. Pitch in the Dirt 1-2. I think he's got the better voice, but Al Levine's voice is great as well. Well, how was he as good baseball player as Ohtani? I mean, his dad was good, but the 1-2. Tawa will chop it foul down the third base line. D-backs have gone just 2 base runners today so far. Right, he'd still be probably okay with his velocity and whatnot, but obviously NFL he made the right call. Swing and a miss there on the high fastball. Tawa now 0 for his last 17. And that's the first out. Time for Jose Herrera. to come up in the 9th spot. Yeah, Olivia and Avril, that actually is a good comparison. Because they're both from the pop-punk realm. I think Avril's voice is better. I think Avril's got a better voice. First pitch to Herrera, swing and a miss on the fastball. And Herrera usually plays everyday game where Moreno plays at night. Kyle Tucker, holy cow, he had a home run. We're tied at 2 in that game. Kyle Tucker does it again. He's playing MVP level too. That pitch in there for a strike, 0-2. Herrera has not gotten a hit in centuries. His last hit was on April 6th against the Nationals. Since then, Jose Herrera 0 for his last 19. D-backs really need Del Castillo's defense to pick up because, man, he's an albatross at the plate. I need the defense way to pick up in Reno. Fouled off 0-2. So, like, Herrera, I mean, he spotted the Merrill Kelly cramp and whatnot. Like, he's a good veteran presence, but man, his bat it leaves a lot to be desired. No hits since April 6th. Jock Pearson slump, man. I did not expect that, because he was good with the D-backs last year. I did not expect that. Was he over 41? 0-2. Herrera did not go on that pitch in the dirt. 1-2. Leaves it off. Carroll in the on-deck circle. Well, John Elway could have made a good player, yes. John Elway would have made a very good player. He had that leverage with the Yankees. If the Colts didn't get rid of him. The 1-2. Fouls it off. But Bud Grant played in the NBA. He was an NBA champion. That's another one. Bud Grant was an NBA champion. The Cubs hit another home run. Suzuki. Is that 3 solo shots this inning? And that was on 3-0. Had the green light on 3-0. Cubs are in front. 3 home runs this inning, if I'm not mistaken. They're getting to Skeens right now. The 1-2. Downstairs for ball 2-2. John Elway played the outfield. John Elway was an outfielder. The 2-2. Herrera lifts it into right center. It's a base hit. Jose Herrera. His first hit since April 6th. Thomas goes to third. And how about that? 0 for 19. He breaks his slump. Back to the top of the order we go for Corbin Carroll. Better combined player, Bo or Dion? Oh, Bo. Bo Jackson. It's not even close, actually. Bo Jackson. It's actually not even close. Both were great football players. Obviously, Dion was a better football player than Bo. But both were great. Bo was a great baseball player. All-star level baseball player. Dion was meh. Actually below average for a lot of his career. Corbin Carroll, first pitch, swing and a miss outside, 0-1. Dion never played at an all-star level in baseball. Bo played at all-star level both sports. A 1 outside, 1-1. Yes, Skeen's struggling. I think this inning. Everything's been this inning. There's activity in the Pirates' pen. Second best QB in the AFC West right now, since Mahomes is still 1 until proven otherwise. Second best right now, I would say Herbert. 1-1 in the dirt. 2-1. Dion did not win a World Series. Dion did not win the World Series with the Braves. Would Michael Jordan be good enough to make the White Sox? Man, that would have been impressive. He also was drafted by the MLB team. Johnny Manziel was also drafted by the Padres. 2-1. Corbin fouls that one off down the third base line. Perdomo in the on-deck circle. Senga's second time through the order this season. Opponent Senga just 186 against him. He's a guy that really settles into a game. The 2-2. Swing and a miss on the fastball upstairs. 2 out. How's it going, Bobby? If Lawrence plays well, would he want to come back player of the year? He's got a good chance. He's got a good chance after the injury he suffered. He's got a very good chance to do it. If he plays well, I don't see why not. Especially because it's a quarterback-driven award at this point. 17th game should be a natural off from the other conference. Probably say natural rivals. You get unfairness in the schedule. You also, there's some teams that don't have natural rivals. You know, he was drafted by the Padres. It was late. It was late in the draft, but he was drafted. They knew he was never going to play for them. Perdomo, first pitch outside, 1-0. Perdomo struck out last time. 3 RBI yesterday off the bench. Has a hit in 3 straight games. If Elway played for both, man. The 1-0. Inside 2-0. Must have been very weird as a Chiefs, if you were a Kansas City sports fan with Bo Jackson, and you root for Bo, and then you root against him when he plays your team. Must be very weird. The 2-0. It's almost like if Bo Jackson looks slow against you guys, it's like, oh yes, we shut down Bo. Oh wait, does this mean he's gonna be like? Does this mean he's losing a step? Like, what does this mean for us as Royals fans? Team made the Mets. He had a chance. He had a chance. The jersey sales went through the roof. Jersey sales went through the roof. 3-0. Disengagement here. You figure there's going to be the red light here. Pavin in the on-deck circle. Perdomo this season, after getting ahead 3-0, gets somebody 75% of the time. Bo played for the Raiders. So he did play, well, not Oakland because he played for Los Angeles Raiders. And now we have a mound visit here. Is Senga okay? That's 4 straight balls and multiple players immediately running out. Multiple people immediately running out, just making sure he's okay. That is not like Senga for a 4-pitch walk with no pitch even remotely close. Well, nobody's ever played NFL and NBA. Well, Bud Grant played. Bud Grant was an NBA player, and he played in the NFL. And then became an incredible coach in the NFL with the Vikings. You caught him in the majors. That would have been interesting. He could have made it. He could have made it. They're going to leave Senga out there. You know, Bo never played for the A's. One more guaranteed opponent versus home and homes versus divisional opponents guaranteed. That makes sense. I get it. I get that. Bases loaded for Pavin. Just rare for certain teams that don't have a rival. Like Chiefs, it's like, First pitch in their first strike, 0-1. In his career with the bases loaded, in his career with the bases loaded, Pavin Smith getting on base 36% of the time, hitting above 300, but he's behind 0-2. Gonzalez was good. Gonzalez could have done it, potentially. Naylor in the on-deck circle of Pavin can keep the line moving and give the D-backs the lead. The 0-2. Swing in the dirt. Did he foul it off? No, I didn't foul it off. Just swung in the dirt. Strikes out for the second time today. D-backs leave the bases loaded. Still no score. In this one in Flushing. If you like what you see, folks, hit that like button, subscribe, helps out on the channel. What happens first? TLO wins Super Bowl or Jaguars home team lose the Week 18 Jaguars game? Super Bowl. Super Bowl happens first. Like, that streak makes no sense. When that schedule comes out on May 14th, that's the first thing I'm looking at. That is the very first thing I'm looking at. It's literally the very first thing I'm looking at is Week 18. NHL the hardest to play in? Yes, because you not only need to be a good hockey player, you need to be a good skater. Like football, if you're good at football, like if you have good skills with the ball, you don't need to learn how to walk or run. Baseball, you don't need to learn how to walk or run. You need to learn how to move your body very differently in hockey. I think hockey is the hardest. Texans at Jags final game of the season. I'll be okay with that. I'll be okay with that. I need the streak to continue. If the Jags are at home, and I need the streak to end if they're on the road. Yeah, Bo Jackson. Yeah, he did play at the same time. Yep. So he would, the first month of football season, he would not play for the team. He wouldn't play the first month of the season. But after baseball season was done, he would go to the NFL. How's it going? Go work on the chat. Appreciate you tuning in. Jags and Titans week 18? God, no. God, no. Absolutely not. I think Titans Jags week 18. So Gallen came out for his third inning work. Taylor, Lindor, Soto. The men due up here for the Mets as they escaped a bases-loaded jam. Bases-loaded jam, giveth and taketh away. We saw yesterday, the ninth inning. D-backs got to have a bases-loaded jam to win that one. Or even in floor hockey, somebody be good at running around a lot. Yes. I mean, that's a lot of sports that need to be good at running around a lot. They're going to play Christmas primetime game. No one knows anything. I mean, it wouldn't shock me if they play Christmas primetime. First pitch, 0-1. Lindor, one hit. How's it going, Tina? Lindor's up next. Lindor's up next. It's not a bad bet. If that's all you need, that's not a bad bet at all. I mean, he has a hit in both games this series. Shot fellow too. If you do like betting, go to oddsjam.com. Use my code JG9. You get 25% off your first month. They have a lot of cool things. Positive EV. Arbitrage betting. So you bet both sides, you always win. The O2 way upstairs. 1-2. You can do that. Click that link. Break the Christmas games. Ooh. All right, let me think about this one. The O2, or 1-2, I should say. Right down the middle for strike 3. 93 on the gun. And Gallen, first time through the order, does his job. Now time for Lindor to come up with the bases empty. Okay, Christmas games. I think Eagles get something. Let's see the Bills getting something. And Packers getting something. 0-1. As a Lions fan, I'm so used to primetime games. I will never get used to primetime games as a Jaguar fan. Chopped to second. He'll have to wait for his first hit. 4-3 out. Well, I can't break the NBA Christmas games yet because we don't know like who's going to the finals yet and whatnot. I think all those picks make sense. 2 out. Here comes Soto. Gallen on just 41 pitches. Oh, Packers for both Thanksgiving and Christmas? No, I have Lions playing the Vikings this year on Thanksgiving. I have Lions playing the Vikings. They played Thanksgiving last year against the Dolphins. No, Chiefs had me 3 straight years for the Chiefs. And if they're not going to make that a tradition, 1-0 in their first strike. You know, I don't think the Packers play Thanksgiving. I think it's going to be Lions-Vikings. Friday games suck. It's better to get the game out of the way immediately at noon. I'm right there with you. I like Thursday night football. I like London. Just get out of the way. That one in there for a strike. 1-2. I like noon and 1 o'clock more than primetime. Me too. Me too. Me too on that one. I'm going Chiefs-Cowboys for Thanksgiving. I'm going Vikings-Lions. No, Packers are not guaranteed Thanksgiving. No, it's only the Lions and the Cowboys. You're good. You're good. 2-2. It's usually an NFC North matchup. So that's why it feels that way. Commanders, Lions, Eagles, Cowboys, Bills, Ravens. Ooh, I could see that. 2-2. Downstairs for a ball. Soto works at full. Soto this season on a full count has gone on base 57% of the time. He steps off. It's probably a good thing that he did because it would have been ball 4. Get big noon kickoff, you can just get out of the way. You're the only one that likes big noon kickoff. Ohio State fans hate it. Ohio State hates big noon. The 3-2. And Soto watches that one in the dirt. His incredible plate discipline on full counts this season continues, as the D-backs cannot go 1-2-3. And now Pete Alonso has a runner on with 2 out. Alonso got on base 4 times yesterday. Got on base 3 times the first game. 1 for 1 this game. Swinging and missing the dirt, 0-1. Pete Alonso, again, playing right now at an MVP level. I do not think that is an exaggeration to say. Pete Alonso now, over his last 27 games, including this one, is 35 for 92. He's hitting .380. And he's getting on base more than 50% of the time. That is a real stat. A 27-game stretch, and Alonso, he is more likely than not to get on base. He has been that dominant. He watches down for a strike. 1-2. Niners, Rams, Week 18 Sunday Football. If that game means the division, yeah. Yeah, I can see it. They better schedule it like that. They better schedule it like that. Giants, Browns, Christmas. Be a reminder to be thankful for what you have. You're not a Giants or a Browns fan. Be a way to spend time with your family at that point. The 1-2. Check swing. It's a slow tapper. Tawa makes the play, though. Underhand flip to Naylor. And we go top 4. Still no score. Well, the Cowboys always play an AFC West team on Thanksgiving when they play that division. Well, usually, so before cross-flexing, there was a reason for that. Before cross-flexing, it had to be, they alternate between so in odd number years, CBS has the late game, even number years, Fox has the late game. And before cross-flexing, that's why that was a thing. I also love it that they just stopped doing that for the Lions of the AFC South. It's like 04, Colts play. 08, Titans play. 12, Texans play. 16, yeah, we're just going to skip over the Jaguars. We're just going to skip over them. You ain't playing. Never been a fan of Lions and Cowboys playing divisional opponents on Thanksgiving. I'm fine if one of them plays, but I don't like if every game is NFC versus NFC. I think there should be at least one AFC team there. Yeah, watch NBA instead of Giants, Browns. Niners, Rams, Seahawks, Cardinals for the NFC West Week 18. I could see that too. Could book in the season with the Cardinals if your week 1 prediction is true. I think so. Week 1, Week 18. Be a weird way of doing it, but I'm okay with it. It's better than playing a team twice in 3 weeks. We go top 4, still no scoring. If you like what we see, folks, hit that like button, subscribe, helps out a ton on the channel. We do all the games on this channel. We're going live tonight for the Nats-Phillies game. And again, every donation from now until Monday, Cinco de Mayo counts toward you make the call. Help me decide which game we're calling on Wednesday night. White Sox, Royals, Orioles, Twins, Tigers, Rockies. We are calling D-backs, Phils on Saturday as well. Sunday, we should be good for Sunday Night Baseball. I mean, a long day of stream. We got 2 UFL games and a baseball game. So it should be a long day. No, they're not going to trade within the division. Giannis, they'll trade him out of the conference. Not so much the division, it's the conference. Naylor, Smith, Gurriel, or Naylor, Suarez, Gurriel, the 4-5-6. And Pavin playing first today. Naylor at DH. Playing honest, we continue to have Flynn since 2020. You should. You should, but I don't think it's going to work that way this year. Outside 1-0. I mean, we haven't played the Colts in a while. Not the Colts. We haven't played the Texans in a while, Week 18. When's the last time we played the Texans Week 18? It's been forever since that happened. The 1-0 in the dirt, 2-0. We played the Colts last year, Titans year before that, Titans in 22, Colts in 21, Colts in 20, Colts in 19. Check swing, did he go? He did, 2-1. I think the Texans 2018, that's the last time we played the Texans, final week of the season. Why do division rivalries feel like a big game in the NBA like other sports? Because the division's not really that important in the NBA compared to other sports. The 2-1. Outside 3-1. Like the idea of the 6-year rotation for week 18. That's how it should be. There's so many things that should be common sense. Like the 6-year rotation plan. Or the idea that you play your division the first half of the season and the second half of the season. So you don't ever get 2 in the first half, 2 in the second half. You should play every team so you know what you need going into the trade deadline. Play every team at least once. Who's going to win today? I hope it's the D-backs. And right now, Naylor gets him over the leadoff walk. So leadoff man's got on board 3 times in 4. Vikings haven't played the Packers final week in nearly 10 years. But they always play week 17. They always seem to play week 17 for some reason. I don't know why. But after the leadoff walk by Naylor, here comes Eugenio Suarez. 10 home runs, leads the NL in that category. 1 for 8 this series. 1 for 9, I should say, this series. But you know, if he gets going, he can get going. 4 home runs on Saturday in that losing effort. Just the 3rd player ever to get 4 home runs in a losing effort. And one of just 19 players to ever do that in the history of Major League Baseball. You have Vikings, Packers, primetime or National 425. Yep. Steelers, Lions, all Thanksgiving ranch from the 90s. Could have that. And from the 80s. The Lions destroyed the Steelers that day. Did a video on that a while ago. Right for the disengagement. Here comes Suarez. Down 0-1. The pitch. Suarez, curve. Got him chasing 0-2. Eagles Commanders play each other week 18 this year. I can see that being a matchup. I think the risk is... I think the Mets will win this game. I think that the risk with playing a game like that, Eagles Commanders, it's a grounder to third, 5-4. This should be 3 because Suarez is slow as molasses, and it will be 5-4-3. Double play. Double check this one, but looked to be out initially. Torrey looking to challenge? Maybe? Is he going to challenge this? Let's see. Obviously, the first out's good. What mistakes will the schedule makers make this year? I think there's going to be like twice in 3 weeks. He might be safe, actually. He might be safe. Let's see. Ty goes to the runner, and he is... I think he's safe. I didn't do a video on the coin toss. I think he's going to be safe. Okay, yeah, the risk of Eagles Bears week 18. So you know they're going to... So basically the risk is that a game like that is really good on paper. A game like that is really good on paper. But if you play it week 18, there's a chance that both teams rest their starters. Or one of the teams rests their starters, and it's not that good of a game. If the Eagles have like a 2-game lead on the division, there's a chance that game could be meaningless and no one would play. Versus those are 2 big teams. One of those is going to be at least primetime. One is going to be America's Game of the Week. Why risk it? If that makes sense. Right, Cards twice in 3 weeks, let's see, which is awful. Should never be that way. And I think he's safe. They're reviewing this right now. Okay, yeah, the runner at second's out. No surprises there. That was never an issue. Runner at first is safe, though. Right, Commanders, Giants, Eagles, Cowboys. I could see that. Yeah, look, if I design the schedule, it would be a whole lot better. I can tell you that much. I guarantee you I could design a way better schedule than anything the NFL puts out. AWS, you don't need AWS. Just in me. I know what I'm doing when it comes to making schedules. Lourdes Gurriel Jr. coming up with 1 out, so fielder's choice. Suarez beat out the throw. Good hustle there. Week 1 prime time. We're going to go Eagles Commanders for Thursday night. Sunday night, we're going to go Bills Ravens. And Monday night, I'll wait on what Rodgers does. If he makes a decision the next week, I could see the Steelers getting it. 1-0. Gurriel into right center for a base hit. Suarez going to hustle into third. No, he's just going to stay at second. Wow. I thought he could hustle to third there. Whereas on first second, Gurriel starting to heat up a little bit now. Senga's already nearing 70 pitches. Alec Thomas coming up. With 2 on and just 1 out. D-backs up the bases loaded in the 3rd. Chance here to strike in the 4th. Yeah, Commanders are going to get a lot of primetime games. They'll get the max, I think. Big market, exciting quarterback. They'll get some games. Yeah, that was still super when they did the Jets Dolphins and then home against the Dolphins. Yep. Wizards Sports National TV. The Rangers would be in the negatives. They get out of that contract, the TV contract, immediately if that happened. Ravens Rams, that'd be a good game. That'd be a good one. The Monday Night Football. Give me Chiefs. Give me Chiefs Broncos Monday Night Football Week 1. Your best chance more on Stafford healthy. That's good logic. I could see that being some good logic there. The 1-0 to Thomas. High fastball. Swing and a miss. 1-1. If it goes Pittsburgh, won't return to Lambeau. How's it going, Michael? Grubhub as always. Frank, but with you as well, my man. Let's go, baby. Let's go. The 1-1. Yeah, it wasn't crazy about what they did the offseason for the most part. But Jane Daniels is also a big exciting team to watch. Why aren't the Wizards ever on primetime? Because they suck. That's why they're not on primetime. Because they're a team that no one outside of Wizards fans wants to watch. At Arrowhead or Endeavor? I'm going to say at Arrowhead. At Arrowhead. The 2-1. That one, base hit for Thomas. Suarez, he'll come around. Is he going to score? The throw to center. They get him in a pickle play. And no! Bad throw from second to third. The cutoff man makes a bad throw to third. So the pickle play unsuccessful. The D-backs only 1 out and they get a run. 1-0. So good idea there to cut that throw off and get the runner at third. The problem is that the throw to third was awful. And Thomas 2 for 2 today. D-backs take the lead. 2 men in scoring position. A chance here for Tim Tawa to extend this lead a little bit. Thomas, nice piece of hitting. He's playing pretty well as of late with his bat. He is now 8 for his last 19. Tawa watches out outside 1-0. Now, Lakers Wizards will not get good ratings to LeBron. By that logic, just have the Lakers play every game by that point, by that logic. Or just have the Lakers play a better opponent where the game might actually be close. Yeah, maybe it's a bit idea scheduling prime games. Yeah, they have at least some idea. And that's one thing they do a good job at. The bad throw by Lindor, or... No, it wasn't Lindor the cutoff man. It was McNeil. Did it actually hit him? I think McNeil actually hit Naylor on the throw. Or not Naylor. Gurriel on the throw. I think he hit him. 2-0 fastball upstairs for a ball. 3-0. Tawa, figure red light here. Cal with a 2, I become the chief scheduler. Oh, okay. I'm not the chief scheduler. Okay. Chief scheduler, what am I doing? I don't have to ask which game you want. I don't think I do. Get you on the call for. Appreciate you, man. 3-0, Tawa, red light, and it works. Bases loaded once again. Again, Senga has been money this season, an ERA below 1 over his last 4 starts, but another 4-pitch walk. Tawa gets on board. They walk a man who was 0 for his last 19. And they're going to take a look at Senga again. Make sure he's okay as the bases are full with just 1 out and Jose Herrera, who got a base hit last time, due up. Okay, so what am I doing? So here's what I'm doing. Chief schedule maker. I'm doing the 6-year rotation for week 18. 3 at home, 3 on the road. I am doing something where you can't play a team twice in a month. No 3-game home trips, no 3-game road trips. I'm also making it so the first half of the season, you play each team in your division 3 times, and second half you play each team 3 times. That's what I'm doing. I also do nothing but conference games the final 3 weeks. First pitch in there for a strike 0-1. So nothing but conference games week 16, 17, 18. Not division, but conference games week 16, 17, 18. Nothing but AFC versus AFC, AFC versus NFC. You're going to have as much meaningful games as possible. the final 3. In the dirt, blocked by the catcher, 1-1. Well, national team for baseball is... That's one of the problems. They don't market outside like the 8 teams in big markets. Baseball, that's been a major problem for years with baseball. It's that Sunday baseball. It's the same teams over and over. Herrera, check swing. Did he go on that pitch in the dirt? He did not. 2-1. Senga nearing 80 pitches. Not even 3 1/3 through. Senga has not gotten 100 pitches this season. This might be his last inning, depending on how this goes. That assumed that it was going to be a long at bat, not an infield fly rule right after that. Herrera pops out, 2 out, and Corbin Carroll, bases loaded. He has struggled this series. It's 1 for 10. But a chance here. Yeah, D-backs Dodgers, that'd be a fun matchup. With the bases loaded. In his career, in this spot, he hits .310. Watches that fastball upstairs 1-0. How long would it take me to assign the 272 games at AWS? Probably a day. Because you have to look at scheduling conflicts with MLB teams and whatnot. But I could probably do it. I could do it. 1-0 in the dirt 2. Only change I like is no 3-game road trip, no 3-game away. You don't like the idea of you play each team the first half, each team the second half? You don't like that idea? You don't like the idea that you shouldn't play a division team weeks 1 and 4? The 2-0 to Corb. He's going to swing at that fastball, fouls it off. Or that you can't, or like, your first game as a Rams fan against the Seahawks isn't until week 15. UFO will go for another year? I think so. I think it will. I mean, the CBA was for multiple years, so I think they will. Tries on Mox out for months. I could do it. The 2-1. Carroll chops it foul. 2-2. I could do it. You like the randomness? Really? I don't. I don't like the idea that the Steelers and Bears can go the first 11 weeks without playing a divisional opponent. D-backs up the bases loaded in the third. In danger of leaving him loaded here with a count 2-2. Carroll will chop it foul. We stay alive. This might be Senga's last inning. He's on 84 pitches. He's only gone above 79. He's only got 80 plus in 2 of his 5 outings this season. It might be able to get to him pretty early on, especially if Carroll keeps the line moving. This is probably going to be his last inning. Maybe have him go 5th if he gets the out here. But we'll see. 2-2. Base is full. The pitch. Carroll, check, swing, foul. These are awesome. Appreciate you. New Harrison be like, see guys, Luka can't play defense or center. Went 1 and done the series. We had to get rid of him. Pretty much. Luka didn't miss any minutes. Or Luka missed minutes in the playoffs due to injury. AD did not. The trade was a good one. The 2-2 to Corb. Outside, full count. Runners will go. You know, I'm not saying like division games will always be week 1, 4, 7, 10. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, as that's a, man, that's a big shot by Noel for the guards. 2-0 in that one. So the Suzuki, a second home run. Carroll, that ball lifted into left. Back by the track. Leaping. Oh, you're kidding me. He made the grab. Oh, man. Oh, leaping grab by Nimmo. Not sure if that would have left the yard. It would have been close. At the very least, could have been top of the wall. The very least would have been top of the wall. Man. We go bottom 4. D-backs leave them full. 1-0. Is week 8 on the week that every team plays first, second? Week 9. Week 9. So 1 through 9, then 10 through 18. Man. I don't know if that would have left the yard, but it would have gone top of the wall. Nimmo making the play. And the D-backs once again leave him full. Now, I don't know if Senga's done. He's near 90 pitches after 4 innings. How's it going, Rich? Welcome to the chat. Appreciate you tuning in. Packers of Cardinals from rivals. I get that as a Seahawks fan. With all the playoff games. Karak be fired yet? Hopefully. Suzuki, 2 home runs for the Cubs meanwhile today. Yeah, NFL has a rule that all division rivals face each other weeks 1 through 9, and once weeks 10 through 18. You can see, the idea with making trades is you want to see a stack against teams in your division, and there's no way to do it, increase activity of the trades that way. There's no way to do it if you haven't played them yet. You had 6 straight home runs in your Browns franchise by once? Jeez. Oh, no, you're good, Keller. Let's go, Mets. Oh, man. Great play by Nimmo on left. Great play. D-backs have left a lot on base today. Left the bases full in the 3rd, left them loaded in the 4th. Granted, I don't think that was Corb's fault to leave him loaded because he made good contact on that ball. And a nice play by Nimmo to make the grab would have been 2, maybe 3 runs. Oh, Seattle and Phoenix are very friendly toward each other. Yes. Oh, yeah. Oh, very much. I have nothing against Seattle. I'm not sure how many people do. There's a lot of people that are from the Pacific Northwest that are out here. Is it 8 your first 12 in the row? That's rough. That's rough. All right, we go bottom 4. Gallen's pitching well today. You don't know if you're going to get good Gallen or bad Gallen. It looks like good Gallen's on the mound today. First pitch upstairs. Winker, Vientos, Nimmo. 4-5-6-2 up. Mets bonus at 1 for 23 the bases loaded this year. That's an insane stat. That's an insane stat. What do I have for international games? I think I said yesterday. But I have Jaguars against Rams for international. Fouled off 1-2. I think I got Dolphins, Bengals. What is it? Colts, Raiders? It's only Hawks cards in the rivalry. Yep. D-backs Mariners are very friendly to each other. The 1-2. Swing and a miss on the fastball upstairs. Winker over 2 today. Yeah, Bengals, Dolphins. Yeah, Bengals, Dolphins in Spain. I've heard that one floating around. I've heard that one from a few sources, that that's going to be the game. And Steelers, Seahawks, I think, is going to be in Ireland. Zach Gallen this season, the second time through the order. Opponents getting on base just 24% of the time. The first time through, 43% of the time. The second time through, 24%. He's a guy that, you get him through the first time, he settles in pretty nicely. Some of his starts to games have been iffy, but once you get him settled in, he's good. And he's some money today. The leadoff man goes down once again. The Gallen pitched well in New York, not so much elsewhere. Yep. The Yankee game was great. This game isn't great. The other outings, not so much. A contract year for him. Fastball on the outside corner. Perfect pitch there, 0-2. Lowest possible ratings. Hornets, Pels. Probably swing and a miss downstairs on the curve. 3 straight strikes thrown. 2 up, 2 down. Brandon Nimmo coming up. Made that great catch and left that. It's kept the Mets in this game. Ekball appealing. I get why he's appealing. I don't think he's going to win the appeal, but I get why he's appealing at this stage. Yeah, 2013, a lot of teams have 3-game. That was a big thing back in the early 2010s. They did a good job fixing that. Like the 3-game road trip, those days are done for the most part. There's no major concerts this year. Like, they had to work around Taylor Swift last year. I don't think there's any major concerts this year I got to work around. So, Brandon Nimmo. 2 up here, the base is empty. I think every base runner for the Mets has come with 2 outs. Curveball in there for a strike. Yeah, first start since the 9 RBI game. 4 for 6 that one. Back on Sunday against the Nats. The 0-1. Fouled off. Gallen looking to make it a quick 1-2-3 inning. Terren's in the on-deck circle. Nimmo was not playing the best baseball before that stretch. That 9 RBI game was incredible. Before that, he was just 7 for his last 47, hitting 149. Or the 50 plate appearances he had. But obviously, a 9 RBI game changes a lot. The 1-2 in the dirt, blocked. 0-2 goes to 2-2. There's never been 4-game. I've never heard a 4-game homestand. Maybe 2 and then a bye week and then 2 more. Give a bye before Thursday Night Football. I don't think the players would like that because they get a week and a half off instead of 2 weeks. Swing and a miss on the curve. 1, 2, 3. The Mets go down in order. The original D-back studios, I love those. I love those. Did a throwback week a few, I think in 23, and it went so well. That's what happened today? I don't know, because you have to remember, the D-backs bullpen is depleted. So, you just got to get Gallen to throw some pitches. There's no Puck, there's no Martinez. You used Thompson for a lot of pitches, over 20 pitches yesterday. Figure he's not pitching today. Ginkel, you don't want to rush him back. I mean, he did pitch yesterday. I'm not sure you're going to have him go back-to-back days. The D-backs pen is not great right now. Right, well, Jets, well, that was a bit different. That was a bit different because back in the 60s and 70s, they shared it with the Mets, so you couldn't play the first month of the season at home. Who's the closer? At this point, I don't know. At this point, it was Martinez, but he's on the 15-day IL. Puck is on the IL. Thompson probably will be the closer while Martinez is out, but Thompson pitched 20 yesterday. I don't think he's going to pitch again today. Home 3, bye 4, home 5 through 7. Wow. It's bad scheduling all the way around. Week 4 bye and then 4 straight home. Wow. D-backs finished the original colors by 2030. I'm going to say fiction. But I think the City Connects are going to be some sort of teal and purple. And they should debut in a bit. Don't know when, but they're debuting sometime in May. Right, back in the day when weird scheduling anomalies like that happened, a lot of that was because of the fact that the team shared stadiums with baseball. So, sometimes they move games around. Sometimes you were at the mercy of the stadium. So sometimes it was, right, they rented, yeah, they didn't really share. Yeah, I think sharing means there's like a 50-50 split. It was like 99-1. There's a reason the Jets wanted to get out. And they didn't start the season in 69 at home because of the Miracle Mets. I don't think until like late October. Yeah, Packers did that in 20... Yeah. Yeah, we never had like 4 straight in terms of like 4 straight weeks, but there's also like some weird anomalies back in the day where because teams made to the World Series or made a deep run in the playoffs, you had the home site switch. The Jets had sue the Mets. They did. And that relationship was toxic. And then everyone acted all shocked when they left. I'm like, how can you leave? Like, because they were barely a tenant. Senga's done. Cabrera, the new pitcher for the Mets. So they get to Senga after just 4 innings of work. That is his shortest outing of the season. He was already nearing 90 pitches. Only allows 1 run, but a lot of base runners today. Yoenis Cabrera. His first outing of the season, his first ever outing as a Met, the former Cardinal, former Blue Jay. His first outing as a Met. We've now seen 3 guys for the Mets on the bump make their debut this season with the team. Cabrera started the season off in Syracuse. Did not pitch too well in Syracuse. A 7.88 ERA in 8 innings of work. Allowed 7 earned runs in his 8 innings there. Fly ball, bit misplayed by Soto, but able to corral it for the first out. Any other NFL team playing baseball sim? Never again. Never going to happen again. Yeah, this is Justice's Mets pitcher. There you go. Yeah, that contract was huge. Stars potential, yep. And if they get flagged, like 7 straight home games, 69. Yep, the first half of the season was on the road. Second half, the carriers. The problem is that they just looked the same. They looked awful, and they didn't. They were designed to save money, and they ended up hurting them at the end of the day. So they had to replace them quickly after. First pitch inside 1-0. Cabrera last game was in AAA with the Syracuse Mets against Worcester. He allowed a run in 4 of his 7 outings out of the pen. Usually brought on as a holder, 8th inning or 9th inning, trying to get a save situation. Suns release Beal. It'd be a parade. It'd be a parade in the streets. Inside for a ball 3-0. Pavin 0 for 2 today. Watches that one. Red light all the way on that one. Pavin just 2 for his last 17. The 3-1 to Pave. That one in there for a strike. Pavin thought that was ball 4, but that was a strike. That was in the zone all the way. I was using questionable calls today. That was one of them. That was in the zone. From 3-0 moves to 3-2 after Pavin looks at 2 straight fastballs. You're releasing Beal. I think they got to do it. You're not finding a partner. I think you're gonna have to release Beal. It's just gotten too toxic. 3-2. That one way outside for a ball. Take your base, Pavin. Another inning where the D-backs get a runner on. And here comes Josh Naylor in that DH spot. With activity in the Mets pen. Kranick warming up in the pen. Why the Hornets so bad? Bad ownership. No one can stay healthy. You can never get free agents. Sign a Week 18 prediction. What would I do right now? Ooh. Ravens-Bengals. Ravens-Bengals is my pick. Packers will not pick up the option on Quay Walker. No real surprises there. First pitch misses inside for a ball, 1-0 at the knees to Naylor. Yeah, ball's good when he's healthy. I don't say he can't stay healthy. And we are going to be live for Phillies Nationals later tonight. The 1-0. Slider in there for a strike, 1-1. LeBron versus Cleveland fiction on that. I think at some point he will, but that'll be like the final year of his career. I could see the final year being like, okay, well, one more year I'm going to do it where it all started. But on a long-term deal, no. Naylor into right field. Trying to make the play. Can't do it. Off the top of the wall. No one could track that ball. Pavin coming around is going to hold it third. Naylor gets in with a double. Naylor gets in with the double off the top of the wall. No one could track that ball. Juan Soto, I don't know if this sums up with the sun, because it's a few times say that Soto has not been able to do anything tracking the ball. Naylor got a whole lot of that one. Suarez due up now with runners in scoring position. And that was off the very top of the wall. An inch higher, that's gone. It goes off the top of the oh my goodness. No one collide with each other. No one be hurt on that one. No one collide with each other. Is that a home run? That was off the top of the orange. Not sure what the ruling on that is. It wasn't off the... It was off the very top of the wall and then came back. I think because he hit the wall, the ball came back in. We're reviewing this one right now. Biggest reason Bengals closed the gap with the Ravens this year? I think biggest reason is because the defense won't be historically bad. It was historically bad last year. Is this a goner? I'm not sure what the rule is on this. It was off the top of the wall and came back in. It wasn't the side of the wall, it was the top of the wall. I don't know what the rule is on this. I think all came back is Taylor hit the wall. I think if Taylor didn't hit the wall, I'm not sure that ball comes back into play. Either way, it's an extra base hit for Naylor. The question is, will it result in 2 runs? I honestly don't know what the rule is. Each ballpark has different rules. I don't know what the rule is on this. I couldn't tell you. I will trust whatever the umpire says on this. Because I honestly have no clue what the rule is. Different ballparks have different rules. I think it's a double. Horrible call. Fire everyone. Cabrera's done. So his first game with the Mets, not a good one. He allows back-to-back hits, or back-to-back base runners, I should say. That loud double by Naylor, and now the Mets will bring on their 3rd pitcher of the day. They will have to go with the pen today, because they've already used 3 pitchers 4 1/3 through this one. After that loud double by Naylor, which was an inch away from leaving the yard. D-backs left 3 on in the third, 3 on in the fourth. They got 2 on right now in scoring position. You gotta get some insurance runs if you're the D-backs. There was activity in the pen. But Cabrera, again, not the best of outings in Syracuse this season. And not a good outing here. He's responsible for both men on base right now. As I'll go to their third pitcher of the day. Again, if you like what you see, folks, hit that like button and subscribe. I should also note, today is Thursday. What that means is that I sing with a live band at karaoke tonight. Every Thursday I do that. Here's the list of songs. $50 or more. You can pick the song. I'll post it on Twitter. Anything goes. Black Friday game will be... Ooh. Black Friday. No, we'll go Packers-Bears for Black Friday. We'll go Packers-Bears. Lions-Vikings Thanksgiving, Packers-Bears Black Friday. London for the Browns and the Jets. Ooh. What did I say yesterday for that? What did I say yesterday for that? I think I said Browns against... the Vikings. I think I said Browns-Vikings. In Christmas, I think Doug had it perfect earlier with that. And then Jets... Jets-Falcons. We'll go. All right, so new pitcher in for the Mets. Suarez up. Kranick. The pitcher here. This is Kranick's first outing of the series. cgiulianihpu, that'd be cool. As it gets closer. Were the early 2000s Dolphins score back with the Super Bowl? I would say yes. I would say yes. They were probably in that range. Because AFC was a bit open that year, like early on. 0-2, Suarez, that's going to leave the infield. That will definitely be deep enough. It's a sac fly, nice piece of hit on 0-2. Taylor makes the grab, but that will definitely bring in the runner. Another runner will go into third. And the D-backs take a 2-0 lead. Nice piece of hit in there by Eugenio Suarez. That run is charged to Cabrera. D-backs double their lead. Wait, Jets Falcons was also on? Oh, yeah, in that case, no. In that case, no. I forgot about that. It's a good catch. Jets Broncos, I can see that. I can see that then. So D-backs get one across. Can they get another here? Lourdes Gurriel. 1 for 2 today. Playing a lot better as of late this series. Kranick's been pretty solid as of late for the Mets. This is his 13th appearance of the season, and 10 of his previous 12 did not allow a single run. Oh, 0-1 the count. Late on that one, foul. Like I said, it's a 1 LeBron out of town. I mean, he did not play well yesterday. He definitely... This is the first time that I can really say this, because he had some help. Like, other times people say, but he had no help. Like the Suns series in 21. He had no help. But he looked old. But, like, legit, LeBron looks old. It's the first time I've said that. LeBron looks old. 0-2, Gurriel. Lines at foul. Like, this is the first time I can legitimately say that about LeBron. Considering the fact that he's got pieces around him. Like, I think 21 is the first year you could say he can't carry a team anymore. 21, that Suns series, you can't carry a team. This is the first time I'm saying he looks old. That pitch, grounder to first. It's a slow roller. Got to cover the bag in time, and Kranick does. D-backs get one across. They leave a runner on. Another runner in scoring position left on base. See if it comes back to bite them, but they do have a 2-0 lead. I'll rank the 4 commissioners. I would say Goodell, Manfred, Bettman, Silver. Tagliabue to Goodell. Tagliabue kept the league afloat. I'll put it that way. Not kept the league afloat. It was never in danger of dying. But Tagliabue, he had some dumb ideas. I'm not sure the game really grew under him. I'm not really sure you could say the game grew under him. I think the TV money that increased was more just Fox going insane and taking a huge gamble, which paid off. I don't think Tagliabue had anything to do with that. The expansion that happened under him, that was long overdue. Granted, Rozelle kind of dropped the ball with expansion later on in his career. So he wanted to have 2 teams for the 80s and didn't have until 95. There was no labor stoppages under Tagliabue. That's underrated, seeing as 82 and 87 had strikes. In fact, there was no labor issues. And we had like strikes every other year in the 70s early on in the preseason. Like, there were no labor issues under Tagliabue. He's got to get a lot of credit for that. Without Tagliabue, the Jags don't exist. Yep, that is true. A lot of people hold that against Tagliabue. A lot of people are like, yeah, that's why he shouldn't be in the Hall of Fame, because Jacksonville should not have a team. Without Tagliabue, there are no Jaguars. So I do have a soft spot for him for that, obviously. I've heard great things about sitters. My best friend from college is a movie buff. Like, reviews movies for a living, and he said it's the best movie of the year. So I gotta see it at some point. Would Jared Jones block Oklahoma City? I'm not sure he'd have any power to do that. Because that's a different state. That's far enough where I'm not sure he would have a lot of leverage. So Tagliabue, it's a mixed bag. It's a mixed bag with Tagliabue. Rozelle grew the game. Goodell grew the game. Tagliabue made it stable. Tagliabue was stable. I'll put it that way. Well, I get San Antonio, Austin, at least that's like drivable. Now that Oklahoma City isn't drivable. But it's a different state. It's 250 miles away. I'm not sure how much leverage you have on 250 miles. First pitch, grounded to third. First pitch out if Suarez make this throw when he can. 5-3 out. Torrens goes out. Just 64 pitches for Gallen so far. He's pitching well, and again, with how depleted this pen is, you want to have him go 7 at least. Progressive Field is nice. It's very cozy. It's very cozy. Now, now the crates in right, I'm not crazy about the crates in right, but it's a very cozy ballpark. I like it a lot. David Stern to Silver? Oh, Stern was way better. There were a lot of scandals under Stern, but remember, when Stern became commissioner, the games were on tape delay. The games were airing on tape delay at 11:30 at night. Without Stern, the NBA is not what it is today. 0-1, shot foul. Remember that? Gallen threw, I think, 21 pitches in the first inning, so he went a fair amount. Since then, he's done pretty well. Okay, so it's close to Dallas and San Antonio. True, but you also have to remember Houston is in the same region. Like, so 3 teams in Texas. And just in the same state, it's a little bit different. It's a little bit different in the same state, whether it's fair or not. No, Goodell's a good commissioner. Goodell's made the game safer when it had to be. Swing and a miss. Check swing. McNeil goes down. 2 out. Seeliger Manfred. Oh. You know, this is a tough one. You know, honestly, this is a tough one. Because on one hand, I don't like a lot of the stuff Manfred's done. On the other hand, the rule changes have been a godsend. The rule changes have been a godsend. El Paso, Jerry would block. I don't think I have to worry about El Paso. Well, El Paso's so far away. I'm not sure he blocked that. I mean, it's weird. It's weird. The rule changes have been incredible. But everything Bud did, right or wrong, he thought he had the best interest of baseball in mind. Manfred's thinking about money. All Manfred thinks about is money. Seelig thinks about the good of the game. Right or wrong, with a lot of his decisions. And he made a lot of wrong ones. Be the first to admit. Love the guy. He made a lot of wrong ones. I'd probably take Seelig, but it's close. Taylor into left field, and Gurriel makes the play. 3 up, 3 down. Just 71 pitches for Gallen through 5. He looks very comfortable out there. Second time through the order. No harm done. We go top 6. D-backs. Up 2-0 in this rubber match. So I'd probably take Seelig, but it's a lot closer after the rule changes than it probably would have been. Then again, it got to that point because of Manfred not doing anything for the first decade, so. Bedman, I mean, there have been so many labor stoppages. Imagine we're going to be Scott Boras. I don't even know how that would go. That'd be interesting. Would I ever donate $100 on my own to stream somebody really want to stream? No. Why would I ever do that? You still like to claim Vincent Nuts. He did. He did. Yeah, I'll take Seelig. I'll take Seelig. No, why would I do that? I would just stream that thing. Because YouTube takes 30%. So YouTube takes a chunk. So I would be, if I donate $100 myself, I'm losing $30. Versus me just doing it automatically. Make no sense for me to donate to myself. The expansions worked out pretty well. I mean, he did a good job getting teams in the South. And the fact that the Atlanta and Phoenix didn't work out, he's got to take some fault for that. The new playoff format, not crazy about. Obviously, all the labor stoppages. I mean, he lost a whole season. Four Nations worked. Venom's gotten better. It's gotten better. Just way too many labor stoppages for me to do that. I don't think the last one through. I don't think the last one through. We go top 6. Thomas, Tawa, Herrera. Kranick closed that inning out. Trying to clean up Cabrera's mess. The star of the 5th. Will he go for a 6th? You figure he will. Thanksgiving night game? Ooh. First switch in there for a strike. I'm going to go Steelers, Bengals. Steelers, Bengals. Thomas chops to the first. Can he beat this out? He cannot. Kranick, good job covering for the first out. Vincent or Manfred? Who's worse? Oh, Vincent. Easily Vincent. It's not even close on that one, actually. Here comes Tawa. There's only one shooter stairs the entire year. Really? I didn't know that. Yeah, no, I took a class. Yeah, Bud Steele, he taught a class on the history of professional baseball and the law. It was a great class. My favorite class in law school. He is still alive. Yes, he is still alive. He is still very much alive. He has like an 8 around him at this point because his hearing's not the best at times, but he is still very much alive and with it. Tawa the 1-0. A 4-pitch walk last time, and good I hear that. So 6 straight balls thrown to Tawa. Roselle is not. No, he died a while ago. Roselle died, I think, in 99. Tagliabue's still alive. Roselle is not. Coolest story he told. Oh, man. The 2-0. Tawa lifts it into right center. Is that going to fall? Center fielder calls it off. Taylor makes the grab. So Tawa now over his last 21. That's 2 out. 96 he died. Alternatively dead. Probably that. Visit Stealing? I'm not sure he'll remember me. Yeah, Commissioner Stephanie's best. Yes, by far. Coolest story he told. Did he make a lot with baseball? Did he make a lot? I mean, he lived comfortably. He lived comfortably. Yeah, I'd want their secret aging if they were still alive. First pitch upstairs, but they called a strike 0-1 to Herrera. 1 for 2 today. Got his first hit in over a month since then. Got his first hit since April 6th. Ooh, coolest story he told. Fouled off 0-2. I mean, talk about going to games at Candlestick Park back in the 60s and how miserable it was. He was cold for a week after. But the story he told about Jackie Robinson 42 and Ken Griffey Jr. calling him up, that was a cool one. That one you probably know that story. Fouled off, Herrera will go out. 1, 2, 3. Viento's making the play in foul territory. We go bottom 6. How's it going, Lou? Welcome to chat. Women Commissioner, I can see that at some point, absolutely. Because you don't need to play to be commissioner, just need to have good business sense and know how to grow the game. And we can definitely see that at some point. Larry Bird could not. He was like 70. He can't come out of retirement and be an effective player. He would get no points a game. Be a liability defensively. He'd be the worst player in the NBA. Pick one team in each, or pick four to relocate. Phoenix is not an option. Must go to a city that doesn't have a team. All right. All right, we're going to take... Okay, so no team in any of the big four. No team in any... I'm interpreting that as no team in any of the big four. So I can't take the Rays to Orlando. We're going to take the... I don't want to move any NFL teams, so I guess I'll take the Bengals moving to Louisville. I guess we'll do that. MLB. We're going to take the A's. Because who knows where they are right now. 2-6 download speed good? Yeah. Yeah, 2-6 is pretty good. Yeah, Nick writes, not having a good time right now. Not having a good time right now. Ooh, okay, so we're going to take the A's. Oh, I can take a team to Big Four? All right, that's okay. That's fine. That's fine then. All right. So Bengals to Louisville. Rays to Orlando. We're going to take the Pels. I'm going to Kansas City. So I'm going to do Seattle and Vegas for expansion teams. And we're going to take the... Flames, and we go to Quebec City. Or Flames to Houston, we'll do that. We'll do that. All right, bottom six. Mets have just one hit today. A masterful outing so far by Zach Gallen. And now third time through the order. Or is he back to Seattle? Like the Rams going back to LA. Right, we're taking AHL to Phoenix. I would. Lindor, Soto, Alonso due up here. Calvin could. Calvin is still built. Calvin is still built like a truck. He is still really, really powerful. Barry could not. Barry's nearing 60 years old. He can't do it. The 0-1. Lindor swinging a miss on the fastball upstairs. 0-2. Lindor was 3 for 8 in the series for today. 0 for 2 this game. Behind 0-2, watches that one outside 1-2. Gallen, 74 pitches so far. Keeping that pitch count down. He's gone over 100 pitches in 3 outings this season. 3 out of 6. Celebrate top 5 all time? No. Top 10, but not top 5. Outside, 2-2. Well, Brady can still play, yes. Brady can still play. The arm strength isn't there, but the decision-making is. Outside from 0-2 goes to 3-2. Lindor works it full. The Mets, I think, have only had 2 base runners today. Right, Rizal died 96. Cubs score again 6-3. Swing and a miss on the curve. Hits the dirt. Herrera throws it to Smith. It's a strikeout and a 2-3 out. Another strikeout by Gallen. That's going to send Soto off the bat. 1980, I could pick Magic or Bird. Who am I taking? Tagliabue is still alive. Yes, Tagliabue is still alive. Ooh, who am I taking? Magic or Larry? I'd rather have an elite point guard. I'm gonna take Magic. Any update on Fed? Nothing yet. But I think no news is good news at this point. First pitch in their first strike, 0-1. Ahead in the count once again. Soto walked in the third, and if I'm not mistaken, I think that's the last time they got a base runner. Soto into left center. Just as I say that, I think that's gone. It is. Mets get one back. Soto, his 4th home run of the season. Mets get their first run of the game. First base runner in forever. And it's now just a 1-run game, and The D-backs have had a lot of chances to stay with guys in scoring position. Only up by 1 now. After that shot by Soto into left center, his 4th home run of the season. They're waiting for him to do anything this series. This series, he had done basically nothing. No hits this series until that shot. Curveball bouncing back nicely with a strike to Alonso. Yeah, no update on Fan yesterday. No update. The 0-1. That one fouled off 0-2. Rockets take Jordan Bliss Akeem. That would be interesting. That would be very interesting at that point. Alonso calls time. He's 1 for 2 today. I think that hit by Soto was the first hit by the Mets, or the first base runner by the Mets before 2 outs, if I'm not mistaken. He's like a busted 2. It's almost like 0-3. 0-3 was a phenomenal draft. But the Pistons taking Darko at 2. Oof. How much things change if they take anyone else. The 1-2. Did he foul it off? He fouled it off. Yeah, hopefully they're okay. So weird situation, because I'm going to say didn't have a shirt on. Just got him and took a tumble. He didn't jump. I don't think he jumped. I think he just got up and just tumbled. The 1-2. Swing and a miss on the fastball. 2 strikeouts to sing by the Milkman. And that's going to send Winker up to bat. The last time Gallen pitched in New York was against the Yankees. 13 strikeouts. He's got a lot of strikeouts here today. Make that 8. First pitch in the dirt, 1-0. You figure if Gallen can get out of this inning, he'll go with 7th. Would Anthony, Wade, or Bosch be the best fit? Oh, that's a good question. I would say Anthony. I would say Carmelo would have been the best fit for them. 2-0 on that pitch in the dirt. Upstairs, 3-0. Oh, actually, Yeah, now, yeah, then I think about it, I'd probably say Bosch. He can play the 5. Outside and upstairs for ball, 4-0. Yeah, no, I'd actually probably say Bosch on that one. I think I'm with you. I think I'm with you on that one. Because you got Chauncey, Hamilton, Wallace, Prince Wallace. It's more help down low. I would actually probably say Bosch. Just the rotations you could run at the 4. Where Wallace gets teed up all the time. That team was loaded. So Winker gets on board. Vientos, representing the go-ahead run. He's at the plate. For that mound visit, Gallen now on 89 pitches. After just his 2nd walk of the game. First pitch, in there on the inside for a strike, 0-1. I think we can all agree the worst option is Darko. The worst option you could have picked is Darko. You can agree. It's a good question. Cubs are going to get 2 more runs. They lead 8-3. Pickoff play, gets back successfully. Yeah, no, they were good. They got in a trade. They made a trade with someone. They got the pick via a trade. The 0-1. Curve. Grounded to Suarez. 5-3. Nice throw by Suarez. This is a long one. Gallen gets out of it. Allows a run. But D-backs still in front. 2-1. To the top of the order we go. in the rubber match of this series. I'm going to take the Cubs game off. I'm going to assume that nothing's going to happen there. Okay, weather delay. Yeah, I'll throw the A's game on. Yeah, we all agree Dark Horse Door Shopping. Yep. Yashid with Wade. Ooh. No, Guards game is in a rain delay as well. Top of the 7th there. So Midwest getting hit pretty hard right now. Midwest getting hit. Got 1-0 White Sox. 7-2 Royals. D-Wade, do you have him come off the bench? No, he starts. Well, he's not playing the 3. He's playing the 2. He's playing the 2. I think Rip comes off the bench at that point. Wade's too small to play the 3. His skill's not for a 3. He's your prototypical 2. Again, appreciate all you guys tuning in. We got 50 people in the chat right now, which is awesome on this weekday, this Thursday afternoon. We're going to be live later tonight as well for the game between the Phils and the Nationals. That one's starting at 6:40 Eastern Time. And I'm going to hope to get a video out in between. I have no promises on that. We'll try our absolute best, but no promises. Worst case comes out on Friday. Position so man much in the NBA. Nowadays, back then they did. Now you see positionless. I mean, now you see centers that can handle the ball and take it down the floor and dribble. But back then they did. Today, I would give you that. Today, you have big men, small men, that's it. There's really no difference between a 4 and a 5. Because everyone can dribble the ball. But back then, they did. 17 days to walk on stage and the final semester, thank God. Almost there. Almost there. Kranich staying out there. He's got 1 2/3 already, but only 15 pitches. He went 3 innings against Miami earlier this season. Yeah, Billups, Wade, Hamilton, Sheed, Big Ben, that's an insane line. Yes. It's one of the best lineups of all time. If that happened. Pitch upstairs, 1-1. Carroll had a leadoff single this game, but he's not going to hit his last 2 at-bats. He is 1 for 11 this series. He can't wait for the series to end. So he fouls that one off. Behind on that. 1-2. So if you get 2 1/3 out of Kranich, that's pretty good. Kranich has gone over 30 pitches at times this season. Hasn't pitched since Sunday, so he can go the 7th and be okay. You might take in Darko, they blew a dynasty opportunity? Yep. I mean, that's one of the few you could say, well, it's not worth it because they won the championship. Because Darko didn't help him win the championship. Like, that's one of the exceptions to it was worth it in the end. No, it wasn't, because Darko didn't help him win. Nothing that happens to Utah? That is, yeah. Based on right with the Hive. Seems that way compared to the Arizona one. Swing and a miss. Carroll strikes out. He's 1 for 4 this game. 1 for 12 this series. Perdomo coming up. Positionless basketball, strategiless basketball, at least much less, because there's driving kick. Yep. Now, Thompson's going to be working up in the pen. Really? Thompson pitched over 20 yesterday. So who would be the closer? Wait, what? Wait. Tori, what are you doing? What are you doing, Tori? I'm going to have Thompson come in the 7th. 0-1, way upstairs, 1-1. I don't get... I'm trying to think what's the game plan here. Because Ryan Thompson's got to be your closer while Martinez and Puck are on the IL. He threw 21 pitches yesterday. You're going to have him come out here and go again after a stress... after an outing yesterday? Tomorrow, we are doing UFL. Just UFL. The schedule only works out where I can do UFL, unfortunately. Cubs, do they have a 2:30 home game? They do not. No, every game is at night. So we're only doing UFL. Kobe Bryant or Larry Bird is prime. In their prime? I'll take Bird. I'll take Bird in his prime. Perdomo launches it into right! That is gone! Geraldo Perdomo launches that ball into right center field. A moonshot His 5th home run of the season. Only had 3 last year. And the D-backs back up by 2. Geraldo Perdomo delivers with the bases empty. That's a fastball that missed its spot. And Perdomo, see you later. I feel that, Lou. I feel that. Haley's Cup returns to Earth or before Mariners makes the decision. Fact on that one. When does it come? It's like every 68 years, I think. It came in 97. So what, like 2050, 2060 something? Are we talking prime as a 5-year thing or a 1-year thing? That's how I say it. If it's a 1-year thing, Kobe. Are we talking prime as a 5-year? Like a 5-year prime or a 5... Like, how are we defining prime? So I think a 5-year prime, I'm taking Bird. Bird's best 5 over Kobe's best 5. In that stretch. But for 1 year, a 1-year prime, like true peak against true peak, it's Kobe. The 0-2. Upstairs, 1-2. Interview done with some random former NBA player would say NBA champion. I understand, but it said it was from the 08 Celtics. I'm like, yeah, this guy didn't do anything. Yep, he just showed up. He just showed up. Pavin Smith fouls it off, 1-2. Craddock nearing 30 pitches. He has most of the season's 36. So the goal here for the D-backs is try and get the Mets to use an extra pitcher before the start of the 8th. Check swing. Did he go? Oh, he went. He went. And Pavin, his struggles continue. 2 for his last 18. Naylor coming up with 2 out. Almost hit a home run last time. Went off the very top of the wall. The Nationals Phil starts at 6:45 Eastern. We'll be live for that one, starting at 6:38. Prime Iverson versus Prime D Wade. I'm taking Iverson. For 1 year. Now, 5 year, I'm taking Wade. But 1 year, AI. Bird's more skill than LeBron? I'll give you that. LeBron's the greatest athlete to ever play in the NBA. But Bird more skill? I will give you that. More natural shooting motion. 4-3 on the grounder to second. D-backs get 1, though. They extend their lead back up to 2, and now it's up to the D-backs bullpen. As we go bottom 7, 3-1. And let's go to the ballgame, folks. Let's go to the ballgame. All right. Saw some action with Larry Bird, so play a little like a bird. Why not? I go with the flow. I go with the flow. Saw some talk of Larry Bird, so you know what? Screw it. Let's go like a bird. Why not? Why not? I think Gallon's Day is done. Alaska 5 years, underground for 5 years. So easily Alaska for 5 years. At least see the sun. You see the sun in Alaska at least half the year versus underground. You get no sun for 5 years. 03 is like 89, where Hall of Famers picks 1 and 3 through 5, but then the second pick, yeah. Well, it's the guy that got drafted first overall in 03 making the Hall of Fame. Is he really making the Hall of Fame? I don't know. He hasn't done a lot. I don't know if LeBron's making the Hall. Yeah, Cubs dominant. That 5th inning was huge. So Gallen's day is done. 8 strikeouts. 1 run allowed, just 2 hits. Masterful outing for the Milkman. Now, Ryan Thompson, after a 21-pitch outing yesterday, in that save situation, he's coming in with Nimmo, Terrence, McNeil, the 6, 7, 8 hitters. Now, there is no... Now, usually a situation like this is that his lines to left field, and Gurriel makes the play for the first out. Usually in a situation like this, Thompson going to 7th, it's not a problem. Because Thompson goes to 7th, Puck goes to 8th, Martinez goes to the 9th, there you go. Your bullpen's set up. Problem is that Puck is on the IL, Martinez on the IL. You used Shelby Miller yesterday, you used Jalen Beeks yesterday. I'm not sure what the pen's going to look like later in this game. Turns out it's the excuses. That's fair. That's fair, yeah. He does get a lot of excuses for stuff. Dolphins week 1. It always seems to be the Patriots for some reason. Play Freebird. Leaf Sens. I'm going to take the Leafs. I'm going to take the Leafs. 4-2. In there for a strike, 0-2. And Thompson, you wanted to be a quick outing. Went 21 yesterday. Execution started 7 hours. Yep, real Clips fans know. Yep. Always a bridesmaid. 1-2. How many hosts from England? Yeah, I think it's going to be Dolphins Pats at some capacity. It seems like it always is for week 1. Pitch fouled off, 1-2. Hang on. I can actually get ahead of my broadcast by using the MLB TV app. I know it's blacked out, but one of the games is in a rain delay for the show beginning. So now we can. Jets from the AFC is in second place. That's a very hot take. With what quarterback? I don't know with what quarterback they're doing with. The 1-2, outside 2-2. Yeah, LeBron looked great yesterday defensively. That was the first time I can really say he's looked old. Like, not like he's too old to carry a team. He's, like, old. The 2-2. Swing and a miss on the inside. Terrence goes down. Nice pitch there, and Jeff McNeil coming up with 2 out. You're hard at 40 points game 1-4, then nothing rest of the series. At least he showed up for a bit, unlike Embiid. Garrett's in the pen for the Mets, so they'll replace Kranick. No surprises there. Grounder, base hit, past the second baseman, past Tawa, and that'll be a 2-out single. Just the 3rd hit of the game for the Mets. The tying run is at the plate. Only no, we're doing Phil's Nationals. Phil's Nats at 6:40. So, after this game is done, work on the video, and we'll get Phil's Nats up at 6:40. Yeah, at least LeBron's out. Yep. You made it further than the Lakers this year. Technically speaking, you made it further than the Lakers. Less than 3 months to the Hall of Fame game. We have made it. First pitch right down the middle for a strike, 0-1. Taylor 0 for 2 today. The Mets have not had more than one guy on base at a time. How's it going, Joseph? Welcome to the chat. Appreciate you tuning in. Taylor's been good this series. Had 2 hits the first game, 3 hits the second game. It's not anything today. He's behind 0-2. Come on, Latour. Which game do you want? Get you the call for it. Mets and Saturday run is over. Mets are feeble. It's May. They have the best record in baseball. There's still plenty of time left in this one, too, because the D-backs pen is depleted. Check swing. Did he go? He did not. 1-2. Pulled back. Which game welcome? I appreciate you, man. There's still plenty of time left. Again, this is game 32. They've won 66%. They've only lost 2 games at home this year. I'm doing all right, Joseph. The 1-2. Swing and a miss upstairs. Taylor 0 for 3 today. I think the Nuggets win game 6. Mets leave a runner on. Thompson does his job back-to-back nights. And now the question is, what happens next for the D-backs? What the heck happens next? Because, again, you don't have your closer or your setup man. They're both on IL. I don't know what the heck's going to happen here. Yeah, Blues lost 5, yeah. Do you think both game 6 go 7 tonight? I do not think the Nuggets. I think the Nuggets will win in 6. Which game do you welcome on? Do you want Sox Royals, White Sox Royals, Orioles Twins, or Tigers Rockies? Which game do you want to get the call for? Appreciate you tuning in as always. Who's more? Jeez. I mean, there's a difference between reacting after a loss and prank calling someone costing your dad 6 figures. So that was a good game. Pistons 4-7, I think they do. Yeah, Pistons 4-7. Lindor need 1 hit. Well, he's going to be due up. Come on with an R2, appreciate you. They overachieved, regressing. Stearns won't spend. How do you know he won't spend? Run time set for the 8th. No, he went 21 pitches last time. He got, what, 13 pitches that inning? You can't run him out for that. He's going to be depleted. How do you know he won't spend? No team's making trades at this point. You want Orioles Twins? Get you on the O's game. Appreciate you, man. No team is making trades in the end of April, early May. Believe me, Cohen's going to give Stearns a blank check, do whatever he wants. If they're in it, it spends deadline 24. You can see, they didn't know they were going to be in the hunt. They didn't know they were going to be in the hunt the way they were. Now they're the favorites. It's a little bit different. It's like blaming the Tigers for not spending at the deadline last year when everyone knew they were sellers. Oh, the Francesa Troll compilation? Yes, I love it. Is his middle name really Dion? Reed Garrett, the new pitcher for the Mets. Kranick stays done, allowed that shot to Perdomo, otherwise pitched pretty well. Did he really use ChatGPT to plan the roster? Oh my god. It's not a good application on ChatGPT. First pitch downstairs for ball 1-0. Garrett, this is his first outing of this series. He's in money this year. No runs allowed. Beautiful pitch there on the inside corner for a strike 1-1. Garrett, 11 2/3. No runs allowed. The Giants really that good? We're going to see the NL West just beat up on each other. I think the Giants are a good team. I think the Giants are. It's tough to make out like with one series. Like the Braves are a solid team, but they start off 0-7. Real name, yes, it is Jerry, and that's my real name. The 2-1 to Suarez. Fouls it off 2-2. So Suarez, Gurriel, Thomas due up here. Again, Mets will travel to St. Louis, take on the Cardinals this weekend. D-backs after this stay in the Northeast, taking on the Phils. You know, you're only Jerry to 5. It was taken. The 2-2. Way inside, full count. You appreciate all you guys tuning in. If you like what you see, like and subscribe. Can you imagine if I was 9 years old? Have a facial hair at 9? I don't know what generics you would need to have facial hair at 9 like that. 3-2. Suarez chops it foul down the third base line. We got 6 people in the chat right now. You wait on the phone for an hour to say you didn't wait on the phone for an hour. Guarantee it. How's it going, Michelle? Welcome to the chat. Senga did not pitch well today, but he's had a sub-1 ERA his last 4 starts. Swing and a miss on the curve. The slider, I should say, inside for the first out. Also, D-backs, you have to, basically, when it comes to the rotation, you're not messing up the rotation based on the lineup. Now, you can mess with the bullpen, but you're not messing up the rotation. And Senga's your ace. Senga, ERA sub-1 the last 4 starts. Benjamin Button, yes. That one lifted into center, but easily playable out there. Taylor will make the grab for the second out. 2 up, 2 down so far for Garrett, who has now gone 12 1/3 this season without allowing a run. Alec Thomas, 2 up, and Ginkel is in the pen. So Ginkel's going to go the 8th. No clue what that means for the 9th. But Ginkel pitched yesterday, his first outing of the season after coming back from the IL, so we're going to have him go back-to-back days. Again, this game is far from over. This is far from over because the D-backs pen is a huge question mark right now. With your setup man, your closer on the IL. First pitch in there for a strike, 0-1. Thomas, 2 for 3 today, his first start of this series. Watches that off-speed pitch in there for a strike, 0-2. When he fell asleep in there, oh, that was great. That was so much fun. They can't see the model. Oh, man, there's so many good ones. The Horseman Schenectady, the 0-2 in the dirt, 1-2. D-backs Phils, yes, I'm doing the Saturday game. I'm doing Saturday night. Next chance for a Cubs stream. Ooh, good question. I'm not sure. They don't have Sunday Night Baseball this week, right? What's Sunday Night Baseball this week? Oh, man, that's such a high fastball and he went. He couldn't pull back in time. God, he could not pull back in time. Yeah, what's the schedule for Sunday night? We should be doing Sunday Night Baseball. I swear to God, if it's the Cubs. No, Dodgers Braves. Dodgers Braves. Well, that pitch was about as high as the Empire State Building, but he swung at it. Thomas, 2 for 4. Garrett does his job out of the pen. 3 up, 3 down. Another great outing for him. Yeah, Miller Morgan, that was the crew. The next Cubs game we have a chance to do. Ooh, it's not going to be for a bit, I don't think. When would the next Cubs game potentially be? Yeah, this is going to be tough. Because next week, there's like not a lot of afternoon games. The D-backs are going to be at home, so I'm going to all those games. So it's going to be tough. Next chance for that. Let me think. No, I can't do that. No. Huh. That's not going to work. May 17th, I'm gonna, well, I'm gonna check my 17th, actually. Hang on, May 14th, can't do that. That'll be the schedule release, so I'm gonna be streaming that. 15th, they don't play. 16th, I'll be flying. 17th, no, 17th, I got a brunch to go to. My sister's graduation brunch. I'll be gone for that. The 18th, now we're doing UFL. I think the 19th. May 19th is probably our next chance for Cubs. It's going to be a bit. And we have a lot of chances. Because then it's a lot of 640 games. So May 19th, 20th, we could do Cubs back-to-back days. You know, Harry's one of the all-time greats. All right, so Thompson went the 7th. Ginkel going the 8th. Back from the IL. Pitched yesterday. First pitch, misses for a ball, 1-0. Top of the order here. Favorite Stay Connect. I love the Serpientes ones, but they got rid of those, so I don't know what my favorite one is anymore. Space City is cool. Outside, 2-0. Ginkel went 11 pitches yesterday. Pitched only 1/3 of an inning. So I'm going to go back-to-back days. 2-0. Down the middle for a strike. 2-1. Like, baseball streams, the schedule is a bit odd. As of, like, for the next 3 weeks. Because either D-backs are at home, or the road games, there's not a lot of afternoon games. So hopefully we get, like, some rain delays, potentially. Not rain delays, but games that get postponed, so we can call a doubleheader. So we get some early games. Because there's not a lot of early games the next 3 weeks. Swing and a miss, 2-2. Ginkel watches that one. Lindor has to watch it. Ginkel. All Lindor can do is watch. So as Ginkel watches that pitch, it's in there for strike 3. Lindor struggling today in that leadoff spot. Here comes Juan Soto. Hit that home run last time. He was up in the 6th. The only run that Gallen allowed. Yeah, no, we're not going to get Cubs White Sox this weekend. Or that weekend. First pitch in there for a strike. Soto can't believe it. That looked like a miss very much inside. But the ump's been a bit weird today. On both sides. The first inning was shambolic in particular. The 0-1. That one, same spot. In there for a strike. 0-2. Mets only lost one home game entering this series. Lost yesterday, now down by 2 in the bottom of the 8th. Yes, Skeens gave it 3 bombs. All in the 5th. It was all in the 5th. That way upstairs, 1-2. That was a pitch that Thomas swung at last step at. We'll do D-backs fills on Saturday. Because UFL, I think it's one game on Saturday. And it works out timing-wise. The 1-2, line down the first base line, foul. Dolphins Christmas game, I'm going to say no. I'm going to say no on that one. Right, D-backs Phillies. Right, let me just double check. Yeah, I don't know why more teams don't do that. I don't get it either. That one, curveball misses low and inside 2-2. Because UFL, there's one game on Saturday, and that's a noon game. D-backs play at 6, so we'll do that. They have like tons of space to put the records in. Fouled off, we stay live at 2. Like the MLB bug I get, because the MLB network bug, or any MLB broadcast, I don't know where you put it in, but the other ones I don't know why they don't put it in. It's an easy addition. It's not too chaotic. The 2-2. Soto watches that one upstairs for a ball, full count. Soto works it full. Alonso in the on-deck circle. Dolphins, Bills, Christmas. Ooh. 3-2. That one lifted. Foul. And out of play. Gurriel tried to chase it, but couldn't get there. Who's tonight, Thanksgiving? I'm going to guess, what did I say earlier? This girl, did he hit his hand on that one? Oh, he jammed his hand to the pole. Oh, Gurriel jammed his left hand to the pole. Oh, crap. Oh, he jammed his left hand into the pole. See if he's okay. Gurriel trying to chase that ball, jammed his left hand into the railing. 3-2, that one lifted into left center, and Soto for the second time today leaves the yard. The Christmas games are a thing in the NFL now. Soto has both runs for the Mets today. And on a full count, he delivers. Soto's first multi-home run day as a Met. I feel like it will not be his last, seeing that contract of his. We got a ball game again. Alonso representing the tying run, coming up to bat with 1 out. Night Thanksgiving, I'm guessing Steelers-Bengals on that. Right down the middle, too. Right down the middle on that one. Being Ginkel's second outing of the season. Missed his spot badly there. Now here comes Alonso. First pitch, misses outside and low, 1-0. Jags Titans for night Thanksgiving game. Oh my god, I would love that, but everyone else would hate it. I would love it. I want the Jags playing on Thanksgiving. I want that. I don't ever want Christmas. Christmas as a Jaguar fan would suck. But Thanksgiving, I would love that. So that's the day made for football. 2-0 to Alonso. So 4 hits for the Mets today. Alonso watches that one low, 3-0. Again, the D-backs don't have a lot of options in the pen today. They really don't. Puck and Martinez on the IL. Already used Thompson. Ginkel, this could be pitch number 18. Who do you have in the pen? Did he go Beeks and Miller? They pitched yesterday. Check swing. Did he go? He did not. 4-pitch walk. Tying runners on board for the first time today. I think you got to pull him. Here comes a mound visit. You got Beeks. You got Miller. You don't want to overwork him, though. Who do you have in the pen? Calls it 2-3, hopefully. Wouldn't mind that. For the NL playoff hunt, wouldn't mind that. The Titans-Jags, I think, will get a primetime game because top 2 pick intrigue, and they're 2 people that people care about, quarterback and then Travis Hunter. But I don't think Thanksgiving. It's probably going to be a prime game or a Monday night doubleheader. Neither NBA nor NFL have Christmas games. I'm with you there. I am with you there. I don't like playing on Christmas. Since Steelers got Ireland, they want to play Christmas. I'm not sure that's how it works. I don't think Steelers will get Christmas either way. I think they get Thanksgiving. I mean, to be fair, the NFL plays on other holidays. First pitch in there for a strike, 0-1 on the fastball. Winker 0 for 2 today. He's 0 for 4 this series. Alonso, the tying run. He's at first. They're not going to pinch run for him. Tough to take Alonso out. Bottom 9, you probably do. But bottom 8, probably have him out there. The 1-1. Winker rips it to the right field line. Just foul. Whew, just foul. Still got a movie series shows on Christmas. I'm not sure how many theater shows are even happening on Christmas. Just foul there. Whoo-wee. The 1-2. Lifted into left center. And cannot play. That should be ground rule double. No, that's a ground rule double. That hit the railing. That should be ground rule double. I don't think we're tied up. That should be ground rule double. Second and third. Yeah, got to take Ginkel out. Winker gets a double. Alonso held it third either way. That went off the railing. That went off the railing out of play. Oh, no, that actually went off the blue. Hang on, that actually went off the blue. I thought that went off the staircase. But either way, runner holds at second and third. So now the go-ahead run is in scoring position. Oh, yeah, the Rockettes. Yeah, Christmas Day. Yeah, that is true. And I think Ginkel's got to be done. No, they're going to leave him out there. Oh, God. Oh, they're leaving him out there. Oh, Jesus. They're leaving him out there. Why? Why are you leaving him out there? So now the last 3 men on board. They're going to leave him out there. Fouled off 0-1. Oh, God, Torrey. Oh, God. Go ahead, runs at second. Viento's 0 for 3 today. That one fouled off 0-2. Worst Christmas matchup? Probably the worst one you're probably looking at. Titans against... Titans against anyone. Titans and Jaguars would suck as a Christmas matchup. The 0-2. Outside 1-2. These guys are picking. All right. Appreciate you guys tuning in. If you like what you like, this channel a ton. Oh, yeah, Christmas. Oh, yeah, Christmas seemed like ballets and whatnot and musicals. I thought you meant like non-Christmas related things. 1-2. That one misses. Not even close. Ginkel up to 26 pitches. On back-to-back days, working from the IL. You have to figure this could be it for Ginkel. I thought for the last batter. And 2-2. Into right. Foul. Into the stands. Ginkel's near 30 pitches at this point. He's nearing 30. And who's warming up the pen? It is Murillo in the pen. So Juan's warming up in the pen. You figure this could be in for Ginkel. Just for the workload he's thrown. A lot of movies open on Christmas, yes. Check swing. Did he go? Oh, he absolutely went. He went on that one outside. 2 out. Vientos strikes out. Brandon Nimmo due up. They're going to leave Ginkel out there. He's going to go this final batter. Will they walk Nimmo? I wouldn't. He's 0 for 3 today. No hits this series. First pitch in there for a strike. Any chance you have to not face Soto in the bottom of the ninth, you take. So I'm not walking him here. Definitely not for 0-1. The 0-1, way upstairs on that fastball, 1-1. This season, with runners in scoring position, Nimmo getting on base 31% of the time. We'll make boycott the NBA. Wouldn't take much. Honestly, wouldn't take much. The 1-1. In the dirt, 2-1. Turns in the on-deck circle. So you figure you might get pinch hit for if he comes up. How many athletes talk about their real names? What do you mean? A lot of athletes do. 2-1. Check swing. Pulled back. 3-1. A good ride of the hive episode? Action. People being stupid. I mean, even just like a routine stop where it's just like someone was going 10 over and they get a warning and they're cooperative. That's got to be someone being really, really stupid. It's got to be someone just being a moron. And trying to make the dumbest excuse as possible. A 3-1. Ginkel pitched number 33. Pitched yesterday as well. That one popped foul. And out of play. Full count. Nimmo on a full count this season. Gets on base 33% of the time. 4 times on board and 15 plate appearances. You have line about being on the phone. Yes. Full count. In there for strike 3. Fastball. Ginkel gets out of a jam. Back-to-back strikeouts. Looking at that fastball on the low part of the strike zone. Ginkel all smiles. Gets out of a jam. We go top 9, 3-2. Whew, man. God almighty. This series is not good for my heart. This series is not good for my heart. A lot of guys sound like Trevor Stafford, Mac Gino. I don't know. That's really... I mean, there's a lot of people who go... That's not his real name. Trevor's not his real name. Like, go by middle name. I mean, that's a middle name. DUI arrests? Yes. DUI arrests are always good for right the hive. Any police thing where DUI arrests, that's always good. I'm not sure that they should be on the road, but obviously. If it makes for good ride with the high for Addison Frank, makes for good stuff like that. I mean, a lot of people go by middle names. I thought you meant like something different like that. No strings at all today? We'll see. We'll see. Let me check the weather in DC. Today, Washington, D.C. weather. Weather is, well, it's perfect, so we will see. We will see. If you like what we see, folks, hit that like button, subscribe, helps the channel. Edwin Diaz is warming up the paint for you. He's going to go the 9th for the Mets here. And we have emojis for all the teams playing today. D-backs and Mets. You got the emojis. We'll swap them out for Phil's Nats when we do that game at 6:40 Eastern Time. I appreciate all you guys tuning into this stream. Tawa Herrera Carroll 891 due up here. Ginkle high fives in the dugout. After getting out of that jam, he shakes his head. He says no more. So he's not going out there for a 9th, which I'm not surprised. After throwing about 35 pitches in the 8th. And you figure here, Herrera will get pinch hit for. They'll have Moreno, and then Moreno is going to catch the 9th. You figure that'll be the game plan. Tawa leads off the inning. Garrett's staying out there, actually. Only threw 12 pitches setting, so he's going to stay out there. I think it was if the Mets got the lead, they would have put Diaz in. I think that's what it would have been. If the Mets took the 4-3 lead, they would have put Diaz in. Instead, he's going to stay out there. Tawa 0 for 2 today, and he's behind 0-2. Twins going side. Ooh, the rain delay ended. Ooh, all right, got to flip that game back up. Tawa, no hits this series. He's 0 for his last 18. You have a feeling Reno is going to be calling his name after Marte gets healthy. The 0-2. Watches that one inside 1-2. Appreciate all you guys tuning in. We're going to be live for Phil's Nats at 6:40 Eastern Time today. That game's starting in about 3 hours. Okay, let me get the Guards game on. In the dirt, 2-2. Yeah, the one, the chopper, the guy pulled over for not wearing a seatbelt. Yes. That was insane to me. Like, literally, a seatbelt violation. First off, always wear a seatbelt. I never pulled over for not wearing a seatbelt. Because it's just something that's common sense. But I guarantee you, it's not worth running away from the cops. Guarantee it. 2-2. Tawa launches it into left. By the track. Leaping. Gone. Tim Tawa. That's the way to break your slump. His 5th Major League home run. And the D-backs take a 4-2 lead. Tim Tawa, I take back everything I said about you. 0 for his last 18, but it doesn't matter when you launch that one to get some insurance. Nimmo cannot make the leaping grab there. And the D-backs up by 2. The D-backs have lost their last 3 series. Herrera, he's out there. He's 1 for 3. I thought Moreno was going to be the pinch hitter. They have him catch the 9th, but I guess now the 4-2 lead. Maybe not. 1-1 the count. Yes, Sears right in free for close. Yeah, that is pretty stupid. Love enthusiasm? Yes. I mean, I'm a D-backs fan, so you gotta. Top 5 most stupid people of all time. Oh, man. Maybe the guy that I don't know who the top 5 are, but I know number 1 is the guy that died by his final words were to someone, "What are you going to do, stab me?" And he literally got stabbed. Daddy Tawa with the home run. I will never say that again. First out on the fly out to left. And here comes Scorpion Carroll at the top of the order. Struggling this series. Predominantly on deck, struggled with the home run last time. This is your more conventional lineup for the D-backs today than yesterday. Carroll 1 for 4 this game. 1 for 12 this series. Favorite Harry Styles song? Ooh. I might go Kiwi. I might go with Kiwi on that one. I do like Adore You, Late Night Talking, Sign of the Times, Two Ghosts. Shelby Miller's going to close this game out for the D-backs. So he's warming up the pen. I would probably say Kiwi. That song just hits. That song, I mean, that's such a great closer to his concerts. As was a great song. That's a great one, too. And the best One Direction song is Stockholm Syndrome. That's basically a Harry Styles song. 2-1. Corb watches that one. Download for a strike. 2-2. We got about 50 people in the chat right now. We're going to be live at 6:40. Click that like button if you want to see a video on the Sugar Sanders prank call, because I talked about a prank call from the 90s. JG, oops, ooh. Outside full count. I would love to just make content. I would love to just make content 24/7 and just like make a compilation channel, make just a bunch of stuff. I just write the script and then send over to people and get like 3 vids out a day. I would love that. Who's Harry Styles? Oh, you would like Harry Styles. In there for a strike. Tell me was, yeah, I don't know the top 5, but the top guy is the guy that said, "What are you gonna do? Stab me," and then died because he got stabbed. Yeah, Sign of the Times, that was a great song. Harry Styles was the lead singer in One Direction, one of the lead singers in One Direction. And he, basically when the band broke up, he decided to become a 70s rock star. He's great. He puts on a heck of a show. He'll probably get a halftime show at some point. You'd like Harry Styles. He's very much reminiscent of David Bowie. We're going to get another rain delay in the Twins game. It looks nasty out there. Garrett's coming out after 1 2/3. And that was Garrett. I mean, yeah, that was his first run allowed this season. That shot to Tala. What a home run it was. They can't keep playing this game in Cleveland. Oh, I didn't say that one. Throw into the Atlantic Ocean. Well, define stupid. Yeah, I think we're gonna get a rain delay. We have to. It's raining sideways. Yeah, no. It's raining sideways. Everyone get off the field. It's raining sideways. Second rain delay. Here we go. Don't know why they resumed the game. Got 20 minutes of baseball in. Hire entire team. I need the money for that. I don't have the money. Commodores fan comparison. Ooh. Ooh. I do love Lionel Richie. I do love the Commodores. Like, Harry Styles, I've seen him compared to David Bowie. I see it. Just the way he dresses, the way he performs, his songs. I mean, he really is modern day David Bowie. Oh, like Ruin de la Life? Yeah, I'm with you there. I think Thanos is right on that one. Yeah, Tarp guys moving. They are moving. So I'm live. I want to see him live. He puts on a heck of a show. So new pitcher here. I think it's Adcock. New pitcher for the Mets, Ty Adcock. His first appearance of the season in the majors. That's now 4 players out of the pen making their first appearance of the year in the majors. How is Twins guards tied? The Twins have 11 hits, the guards have 2. How is it 2-2? How is that possible? 0-1 to Perdomo. D-backs for the Giants starting May 12th. That'll be a fun series. This stretch for the D-backs. Mets, Phils, Mets, Dodgers, Giants. Whew, that is a gauntlet. Adcock starting Syracuse. 1.29 ERA there. Allowed just 1 run in 7 innings of work out of the pen with the Syracuse Mets. (1-1). Perdomo base hit, his second of the day. Perdomo gets on board, keeps the line moving. Pavin Smith in the 3-hole. Coming up. Now, Pavin's struggling today. You wonder, do you put Gabby as a pinch hitter and then Move him to DH, double switch. Naylor plays first. Do you do that here? Because Pavin's been struggling as of late. He's struggling today. Guards are nice and efficient. The Twins can't score runs, so lights spin on it. That helps. That would do it. And they're going to leave Pavin out there. He's 0 for 3. Pavin Smith 0 for 3. 2 for his last 18. Fact on that one. First pitch. Upstairs 1-0. He probably likes that pick. Probably likes that one. And then keep the line moving. Naylor's in the on-deck circle. The 1-0. Pavin fouls it off. Behind third base, 1-1. D-backs lost their series against the Braves, lost their series against the Rays, lost their series against the Cubs. They can hold on. This will be their first series win in quite some time to get to 3 games above 500. You'll see the Giants series against the Pods. We will see on that. The 1-1. It's a curveball that never broke. 2-1. Thoughts on him? Yeah. Just not a good person. Putting it lightly. 2-1 count. Pave watches that one inside. Has to back away from that one. 3-1. So it was Ray in the Twins Gardens game. I looked outside my window before I realized the game was in Cleveland. I've done that before. The 3-1. Watches that one upstairs, so Pavin Smith gets on board. When Pavin gets ahead 3-1, he's getting on base 82% of the time this season. Gets on base again. And we have a mound visit here as Adcox will have the first 2 men on board. Naylor due up. Adcock's got to go one more batter at least. 3 batter minimum. That rule put in place a few years ago, and he's only faced 2. And here comes Josh Naylor. Almost hit a home run earlier today. Hit one off the top of the wall. He's running a 3-game hitting streak. He'll be due up here to try and give the D-backs some insurance. For Shelby Miller, who's not traditionally a closer. He's even bigger D-back than we thought. Logan Paul. Well, I thought it was already the biggest one possible, so... like the Paul brothers are just the epitome of that. Naylor 1 for 3 today. Favorite weekend song? Man. I am for a lot of reasons. Ooh, alright. I mean, Blinding Lights is a classic. Anytime he's going 80s. In Your Eyes, the remix of Kenny G is great. I really love Dawn FM. That's one of my favorite albums ever. Less Than Zero is a great one. Sacrifice. Oh, man, Sacrifice is great. It's basically just a Michael Jackson song. Inside 2-0. I might go Sacrifice. on that one. That song should have been bigger. That song, how is that not a bigger hit? I mean, Risen killed a lot of people. 2-0. Naylor watches that one inside, and Adcock's got no control right now. Can't find the strike zone. He's refusing to pitch Diaz. You want to go triple A pitcher? That's the 4th time the series has gone to a guy that has not made an appearance this season. I think they wanted to use Diaz if they got the lead. And they benched him out. Then they took him out afterwards. Because Adcock can't find the zone right now. They got to go Diaz. If he walks him on 4 straight pitches, they got to go Diaz. They got to. I know you had him warm up, and then you took him out, and then you had him... You messed with their routine having warm up twice, but... At this point, your guy can't find the zone. Give him a miss a great song. Anytime it goes 80s, I love the 80s version. Has it been Saturday? Yeah, it hasn't mentioned the series. I just realized that. The 3-0, Naylor watches down for a strike. Red light was on all the way there. 3-1. Naylor inside for ball. Oh, wait, did he foul it off? Wait. Wait, Naylor's sent. Okay, wait, hang on. Is that a foul ball? Okay, Torrey's going to come out and argue. It's like, wait a second. It's either bases loaded or it's a full count. They go off the knob of the bat. Home plate umpire says it went off the knob of the bat, and it should be a full count. Torrey's like, wait a second, what on earth are you looking at here? So we'll check this. That is... No, that's absolutely ball 4. That did not touch Naylor's bat. There's no way. That should be bases loaded. There is no way. Naylor did not touch that ball. Naylor didn't touch it. He touched it after the catcher touched it first. That should be bases loaded. Or catcher interference. It should be something. It's not 3-2. Should not be 3-2. Naylor did not touch this ball. It hit the glove first. This should be catcher's interference or ball 4. Either way, the bases should be full. There's a fan in a Dolphins shirt behind home plate. Or behind the first baseline. There is no way. Naylor, his bat touched the glove. No catcher's interference. Pitch was inside. Never made contact. I'm just going to assume bases are full. I'm just going to assume bases are loaded. And I'm just going to put Suarez up with the bases full. I'm sure replay will correct this. The umpiring has been atrocious this whole series. On both sides. It's not been good today. It was not good yesterday. Just going to assume Naylor will take his base. And the replay will get it right. And they do. They do. Challenge is successful. Naylor gets on board. Eugenio Suarez with the bases loaded. He had a grand slam against the Yanks. With the bases full. In his career, Eugenio Suarez, 7 grand slams. Hitting .294 in that spot. Naylor on first, Pavin on second, Perdomo on third. Can blow this game open. D-backs left him loaded twice today. Fouls it off 0-1. You'll leave him loaded again. That'd be worrisome. A lot of runners left on base today for the D-backs. Mets left a lot on yesterday. Can blow this open here. The 0-1. Suarez watches out outside 1-1. Pitcher for the Mets is Adcock. This is his first appearance in the majors this season. Played in AAA for them, or earlier this season in Syracuse. Was not good last year when he played for the Mets in the majors. The 1-1. I believe a 4 Mariner as well. Fouled off? Yeah, 4 Mariner. 1-2. Former 8th round pick out of Elon, right down the road from High Point. Gurriel on the next circle if the D-backs can score here. The Alcock was not good last year for the Mets. The 1-2. Can Alcock get out of this? They're going to say ball. He wants a foul tip. Not getting it. We'll see if they challenge. But Terrens feel pretty confident that it went off the knob. And he might have a point. He might have a point on that. That might have been a foul tip. Not going to matter, though, because it's just a routine pop-up. Suarez is angry about that one. I think that actually should have been out 3. I think that off the bat. I think it was a foul tip. But, doesn't matter. Pop-up to short. And we go bottom 9. D-backs for the 3rd time today. Leave them loaded. Shelby Miller going to come in. Yeah, the umpiring has been shambolic today. Just glad the series will be over so we get new umps. Yeah, because that was a foul tip. Didn't matter, at least. So, ball don't lie moment right there. Bottom of the order for the Mets and Shelby Miller. Been money out of the pen for the D-backs, but that's usually a setup man. Now it's the closer. We don't know who the closer is going to be while Martinez is on the IL. It's probably going to be closer by committee. Shelby Miller pitched yesterday in the 8th, allowed 1 hit. He has not pitched the 9th this season in a save situation. You know, all series, yeah. All series, the strike zone's been weird. The call's been weird. That second base call on the stolen base, thank God they overturned it. That was a joke. I mean, the umpire, I think this is Buckner's crew, so I'm not surprised. But this season, Shelby Miller has not allowed a run. 12 2/3, 4 hits, no runs, 15 strikeouts. He's pitching at an all-star level. His first stint with the D-backs about a decade ago, one of the worst trades in baseball history, clearly did not work out as intended. Second stint's been masterful. Yeah, the umps are wrong a lot of the time on that. Thank God for replay. Hopefully ABS coming soon. But again, this is a save situation in the 9th. This is not anything that Miller is used to. Just 3 saves in his career for the 34-year-old. The good news for him, though, he's got the bottom of the order. The bad news is that you play with your food a little bit, and Juan Soto's got 2 home runs. He'll be due up. He's due up 5th. Torrens is going to be out there to lead things off. 0 for 2 today. Mets to win season in danger. 21 11. Any relation to Joe? No relation to Joe. But he played in the majors. First pitch. Torrens flies it into right. 1 pitch, 1 out. Corbin Carroll under it. So Shelby Miller is now gone 13 innings this season without allowing a run. Phenomenal start to his season out of the pen. Where will the D-backs be without him this season? 5 holds this season, but first save situation. Yeah, the quest for 108 could be in danger, but trying to bunt his way on. Pitch misses low to McNeil. Stop saying 21-11. Records don't mean anything. The Sterling winning team has major holes that Stearns won't fill. How do you know he's not going to fill them? Cohen's going to hand him a blank check to do what he wants in July. Like, obviously, the bullpen's a bit depleted right now. That'll fix itself up. McNeil, line to first. Miller covers the bag for the 3-1. That's the Pirates. They have a cheap owner. And we knew the Pirates was a fluke. No one had any expectations for the Pirates. Marte, probably the next week. I'll probably guess the next home stretch he's coming back. Taylor now due up. Yeah, except for the Rockies. That could cause panic mode, yeah. That causes panic mode. I think it's when you have no expectations for the season. We have a cheap owner. The Mets do not have any of that. Taylor 0 for 3 today. He's the last chance. On deck circle is Lindor. He represents the tying run. First pitch in the first strike. Yes, so for the White Sox, that would also be cause for concern. Yes. The 0-1. In there for a strike, 0-2. If the Mets lose and Phillies win, Mets division lead shrinks to 2-5. Didn't he just say records don't mean anything this early? So by that logic, division leads and whatnot not mean anything? The 0-2. Miller cannot get the strikeout there. And so let's... Adcock, yeah, no relation. No relation to Joe. What point in the NFL are we now season-wise? So we're 30 games in. 162 game season. I'd say about game 3. Or about game 3. Game 3 of the NFL season is done. So we're starting game 4. We're finished with 3 games. So it sounds like if you're 3-0, you're in a pretty good spot. 0-3, time to panic. 2-1, 1-2, still plenty of time. 2-2 if they have pitch from Cinder. How's it go, Medj? Welcome to the chat. Appreciate you tuning in. The 2-2 to Taylor. Grounder. It's a slow roller. Is that going to be enough? Perdomo. What a throw. What a scoop. D-backs win. It was a slow rolling grounder, and Geraldo Perdomo somehow gets there. The D-backs, their first win at Citi Field, the first series win since 2017. Their first series win after losing their last 3. And the Arizona Diamondbacks, after a rough first game to the series, take 2 of 3. A great play by Perdomo on a slow-rolling chopper. Picks it up, a great throw, paving with the extension at first, and the D-backs win 2 straight. They were 3-7 their last 10, a nice bounce back, and they'll go to Philly with some momentum on their side. First series win at Citi Field in 8 years. It has been a while. Obviously 2020 didn't play, but it's been a house of horrors for them. D-backs start off May with a big series win. The Mets had lost just 1 home game. All before this series, they lose back-to-back. And the Diamondbacks improved to 3 games above 500. Playing the Phils next, Zach Gallen, masterful outing. 6 innings, 1 run, just 2 hits allowed. Played very well. The Milkman delivering in New York. I did not stay in New York for that. No, if it was Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I would have. But I figured I'm flying back out to New York in 2 weeks because my sister's graduating from grad school. So I'm flying back out to New York. If the graduation was this weekend or next weekend, I would have just stayed in New York. But this timing, it's like, it's not really worth it. Who was that one game against? The Fish, baby. The Fish. All right, you know what? I'm feeling in a good mood after that win. Let's do some OT. Why not? Why not? I know we're going to be earlier tonight in 2.5 hours. I don't care. Okay, let's do some overtime. Extra innings, whatever you want to call it. 5 minutes on the clock. Every day should increase the time we're on stream. Once the clock is 0, let's get into the stream. Appreciate your clip as always. You're out. All good. We're going there. Yeah, the UFL expert. Yes, I need her on a baseball broadcast. I need her to call a baseball game with me. She loves baseball. She once asked me what the score of the game was, what inning we're in, and she was at the game. I was on a plane. She was at the game because of the alcohol. It was like a good deal for alcohol. And she asked me what the inning was and what the score of the game was that she was at. I was not. I had to text her, like, yeah, I'm on the plane, but here's the score of this game. Like, just look at the scoreboard. I'm like, I don't know how to read it. I'm like, okay. That'll be a fun stream. Oh, we got to make that happen. I'm flying back in 2 weeks. We got to make it happen. We got to make it happen. Somehow. Right, episode 10. All right. Get you on the Rockies game. Appreciate you, Keller. Get you on it. Appreciate you. Oh, wait. That's the wrong make the call. Hang on. It never transfers over. I don't know why. This is the right one. Yeah, 2 people with the same parents, the group together can be so different. Yep. It really is. It really is. It's like we get along great, but she knows like very little about sports. Michael with the Tua. I think you want to vote on that one. Trust by Megadeth. All right, we'll do that. We'll do that. I'm assuming you won't vote because there's no guards, no pirates. So, all right, let's do right with the hive. Reset the clock a little bit. We'll go up to 480 on that. Put to a vote. And Almost Honest. All right. I feel like those are pretty similar titles. Dad and I were stoned and drunk at Fenway. Still pay attention to the game. Commentary I can imagine it was very different. Why, Michael, again with another tour? Appreciate you. Get you on for that. We are in extra innings. Again, we are going to be live at 6:40 for the Nationals-Phils game. No promises for extra zero. So if you're waiting for that, can't promise you anything because you know me. I do have my thing. I do have my thing. So, all right, let's just surround the hive. Have two brothers who are Mets and Jets fans, so at least your sibling isn't let down every lure like we are. Yep. Yeah, my sister has no favorite team in anything. She knows how the Jaguars do because basically our mood is based on the Jaguars. But other than that, she has no idea how the Jaguars do. Or how anything is going in the NFL. All right, I'll have his 0-10. Yeah, I think that's part of why. UFL tomorrow, we're Renegades against the Defenders. No, Renegades against Battlehawks. Renegades Battlehawks. It's actually 113 miles an hour? Holy cow. Any reason why you're going that fast? Yeah, there better be a good reason why you're going 113. 113? Oh my god. What? He's got no reason. It's probably the best thing you can do is just shut up in that spot. I could not have been aware. A little of. How are you that up to like 113 miles an hour? I think the Mets take 2 out of 3. Sister be on 10-cent beer night. Oh, she'd be okay for that. She'd be okay. She can be lightweight at times. She's a bit of a lightweight. Not a heavy drink, but a lightweight. Okay, we have an update on the schedule, according to a reliable source. Brazil game is going to be week 1. Brazil game will be week 1, and that game will be on Friday the 5th. Dublin game week 4, September 28th. Weeks 5, 6, and 7 are the London games. Tottenham Hotspur Stadium week 5 and 6. Wembley week 7. Berlin week 10. Madrid week 11. Feels fast as 100. Yeah, I've never gone triple digits. I can't even imagine going triple digits. I've gone in the 90s. I've done that. Not 110. Yeah, 43 over is insane. Yes, it is a Hispanic Cup. Yes, it is. The first time I got pulled over, it's 113. Wow. That is interesting. Wait, no, you gotta get a citation. And how much difference between 90 and 100? Well, on straightaway, yeah. Straightaway is a little bit, yeah. Not too many chances for a straightaway, though, where I am. Not like an empty straightaway. That's we 4 above by the end of May. Crash and June miss slips. I'm convinced you're Frank. I'm literally convinced you're the son of Frank. Let's see how Frank's responding to this game. Well, Frank was at the game. Oh, God. Rob with a 6er. Which game do you want? I'll get you the call for it. Oh, God. When Lionel Hutz Jr. Oh, he's jealous of his son? Oh, God. This will be an interesting prompt. You know, he's very chill. You're doing a slowdown, okay. Let's get the piece of metal out. Okay. Which game do you want, Rob? I'll get you the call. Alright, let me see. Yeah, criminal speed. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, 113. I thought for sure you're a goner at that point. You want Twins, alright, get you on Twins. Twins taking an early 14-7 lead. Flat tire. All right. Just coming mostly to scout controversial. Yep. Oh no, I would agree with that. I feel that's a lot of people. I feel that's a lot of people. Didn't have lights on. Yep, that's a good reason to stop. Especially at night. Yeah. I feel that, Sean. I feel that. Oh, I like this. I like the way this is. All right. Yeah, I like the way the script is. The ChatGPT one. And sometimes it happens just forgets to turn the lights on. If it's like on auto and your knee hits, I get it. I get it. Another one with no lights on. Yep, just gotta turn that one on. I think this just warning and just. Oh, I put automatic. Oh, that was on. Oh, doesn't know how to turn the lights. Oh no. She doesn't know how to turn the lights on her own car. Oh, that's a problem. Keller with a $5. Appreciate you. Get you on the call. Yeah, that's the problem. You don't have to turn the lights on your own car. Dr. Doof's Other Dimension here brings characters to other random kid shirts into the Tri-State area. Oh, I like that. I like that a lot. Saving that much energy for the Mets. They took the Red Series. They played well against the Reds. I don't know how you own a car and don't know how to turn the lights on your car. It's one of the first things you should learn how to do if you get a car. Let's be under 500 mid-May. There's no way they're going to be under 500 by mid-May. There's no way. How much do I bet they will not be under 500 by mid-May? By mid-May. Pick your date. Pick your date. They will not be under 500 by mid-May. That was good. All right. Hang on, give me a second. All right, Trust by Megadeth. New album, I think. Yep, new album. All right, this works for the Doof episode. The Cash Company New York, that'd be cool. I feel like very like Phil Collins drumming. This is very Phil Collins-esque drumming on this one. Like, I don't care drumming. Here we go. And we're in overtime right now. Any requests? We got some ChatGPTs coming in. Ooh, the City Connects for the D-backs just got leaked. If that's real, they look good. Flag game, okay. It's also very radio friendly. It's also very radio friendly for Megadeth. Is this team doing for Hornets? Yes. Hornets are bad until they're not. Hornets are doomed. So it's like a 2010s Bon Jovi, like an early 2010s Bon Jovi song, late 2000s Bon Jovi song. The Phil Collins drum. It's like a. Well, now this little bridge section. Mason Taylor, oh yeah, he's solid. He was solid. Tight end the 3. Tight end 3 for a reason for a lot of people. Simmer Royal. I was not expecting the bridge to be this different than the rest of the song. Here we go. Now it picks back up again. You see what takes us into the queue? You see what we're doing? Next time, we're judge a Mega fan, a Pop fan. Oh, okay. You can hear the transition. Like, Browns, I think they gotta get the quarterback right. Yeah, because I think you can hear the last 2 albums, a transition between, like, early Megadeth, where it's like raves and mosh pits, to definitely more structure, more radio friendly. You can definitely hear the transition, like the slow, like it's almost like Taylor Swift. How it went from like you hear like glimpses of going from country to pop and then full on pop. The song is good though. Brooklyn Nets, nah, they'll be okay. Whew. That was good. That was good. All right. Almost honest, Megadeth. Kings, yeah, they're in trouble. I'm not sure where they go from here. All right, same key. Devontae Wyatt, Drake London, their 5th-year options have been picked up by the Falcons and Packers. Someone's good from both perspectives. I like the opening song. What the? What the heck? That wasn't supposed to happen. Hang on. Hang on. What the heck happened with that song? Hang on. Okay, I think my headphones might have died. Like, for real. For real, for real. I know it was only getting out of one ear for a little bit. I think now it's completely busted. Okay. This is gonna... Okay, let me order... Hang on, give me a second. Give me a second here. Let's see if we can order some beats online. Hang on. How come I'm on there? Suns, oh, they're screwed. Suns are screwed. Suns are completely screwed. Hang on, guys. Hang on. Give me a second. Puig not even close. No, Puig is not even close to the Hall of Fame. Okay. Give me a second here, guys. I need to get the headphones anyways. Flyers, they gotta figure something out. Okay. Let me see this really quickly. Hang on, guys. Payment method. All right. So, we got... I gotta figure this out. Bucks? No, they're fine. Bucks will be fine. Okay, so, my headphones, I think, are completely shot. So that was not supposed to happen. Let me try turning... I had to get new headphones anyways. Just trying to save these as long as I... Let me try turning it back on again. The wires might be... Let's try. Oh, here we go. Okay. I have to get new ones anyway. I ordered them, so they're coming in. Okay. Let's try this again with Almost Honest. Let's try this again. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Take 2. New headphones will be coming in tomorrow. Sosa Hall of Famer. I'm fine keeping all the steroid guys out besides Bonds and Clemens. Wizards, oh, they're in trouble. Depending on how the lottery goes. I don't know how the lottery goes. Jump on the octave for this one. All right. What happens if I buy Beats? Beats by Dre. I love the bass on those. I do love the bass on those headphones. If I'm with McGuire and Sosa, they're the same in terms of... Took St. Louis team total over 6.5 alt. Line, look at the Reds. That's my... Oh, jeez. Yep, every time you bet, it doesn't work out. And every time you don't, it does. Jazz, oh, they'll be fine, I think. But Ainge's time is running out. Now you can make that argument's fair, Jacob, that they were capitalizing off those guys and now they want to shame them. Ooh. The triads in this bridge are great. Orioles, no, they'll be okay. I like the farm. Can't wait to fade the Reds. I can't figure them out this year. Phils, oh, they're okay. Although the window is closing for the Phils. The window is closing. Jamie German, yes, he's a Hall of Famer. Unfair ending. I like that one. I like the start of this album. I like the start of this one. The harmonies, the guitar playing's tight. They do a good job highlighting each part. Like, each part's got its time to shine. I like it. I like it so far. All right. Time for some ChatGPT. New York Giants. They got to figure out the quarterback situation. Thoughts on Italian brain rot? I know a lot of people that are into that. I've been on TikTok, so I haven't seen any Italian brain rot. So I have no idea what that is, but I do know a lot of people say they can't get Italian brain rot. I've not seen a second of it, so I have no idea what that is. All right. Lionel Hutz has a son who's actually a competent lawyer, and he successfully sells to the Pirates, and his son actually did his job. Lionel Hutz is watching his TV, and thanks to young legal phenom Lionel Hutz Jr., the Pittsburgh Pirates have agreed to a major cash settlement with the fan who sent themselves over for a lot. Why is my logos on my screen? Because I just don't clean it. I just don't clear it. You never know when you need them. The team has also promised to make the walls softer. Lionel Hutz's jaw drops. Oh boy. My own flesh and blood. Winning cases with competence? He's ruining the good Hutz name. Dad, I got the Pirates to settle. Turns out teams are liable for their own dangerously fun architecture. Settle? Settle? Son, sit down so we do when we lose. Or when I forget the defendant's name halfway through cross-examination. I use actual legal precedent, Dad. Cited statutes. File paperwork on time. Cross-examine with relevance. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Relevance? Son, I made a whole career out of ignoring that word. Once, I objected to a closing statement just to see if I could. You lost that case, didn't you? The important thing is, I look confident doing it. He pulls out a business card, reads it aloud. Lionel Hutz, attorney at law. Also, weddings, dog walking, and novelty balloons listing. I'm starting a firm, Dad. We could do real good. Help people. Change lives. Oh, son. You mean like real lawyers? That sounds like work. It is, and I love it. What kind of Hutz are you anyways? Fantastic. Ottawa, fine. Oh, man. A whole career out of ignoring that word. That's such a great line. That is such a great line. Oh, man. All right, Doofenshmirtz. Diamondbacks playoffs games since 5 of them? No, I've not. I have not. Now I've had a lot to play. I've not really played it a lot, but no, I haven't missed. There was one I didn't go to. I didn't go to Game 3, but I watched it. Game 3 against the Phils in 2023, I didn't go to it because the Jaguars were playing that day. So I stayed and watched the Jaguars game. Jags won and the D-backs won, so worked out pretty well. All right, here we go. Doofenshmirtz, other dimensionator to get cartoon characters into the tri-state area. Here we go. Finally, my most ambitious invention yet. The other dimensionator. With this, I shall bring powerful beings from across the multiverse, no, the Kidverse, to help me conquer the tri-state area. Yeah, no, Ottawa's fine. And now here we go. The camera cuts to the device, the remote control tower, how to live by duct tape. Fantastic. I've been programmed to only select characters who have appeared on children's programming. What could possibly go wrong? Flip switch. Oh, I missed many Suns games. Flips the switch, Perry the Platypus drops in through a skylight with a signature chair. Perry the Platypus, you're just as time to see my genius in action. The machine sputters, sparks, and portals open across the lab. SpongeBob, Dora, Teen Titans, Bluey, Bingo. The Giants' eighth biggest rival? Or bigger than Angels? Yes. Yes, they are. We're into Dodgers now, but AL, yes. So now all the characters are in. Wow, Patrick, we're not in Bikini Bottom anymore. Maybe this is Rock Bottom too. Do they have ice cream? Hola, I'm Dora. Do you know where the portal is? How long should I pause? That's right. It's behind the evil scientists. No, I wanted evil minions, not educational sponges and bilingual exploiters. Yeah, I missed some flavors. Yes. Ace behind Dodgers. I would say yes. So now we're in the backyard. Hey, Ferb, I know what we're going to do today. Well, he shouldn't be talking, but they're building a trans-dimensional stabilizer. What you doing? Save the space continuum. Want to help? Of course I do. Now chaos ensues inside the lab because everything is unleashed. Titans go! Subdue the villain! They tackle Doof. They tie him up with jump ropes from Dora's backpack. Bluey and Bingo start putting band-aids on him. You are a patient now! You have invisible rash syndrome. Why does it itch if it's invisible? Perry is now chittering and he's just letting the characters do their thing. As I guess they're playing hospital. Now here comes Beljeet. We have exactly 3.2 minutes where the dimensional instability becomes irreversible. That's enough time to get snacks and still save the world. And now the device is activated. Everyone through the portal. It'll send you back where you came from. Bye, new friends. Come visit Bikini Bottom sometime. Adios. That was the best play ever. Everyone steps through. The portal's closed with a pop. So, Phineas and Ferb, they've broken the space-time continuum. Everyone's now back where they belong. And now Doofenshmirtz, courtesy Perry the Platypus, he plays a part in this. Where am I? When will you first save the Krusty Krab, Dr. Doof? Curse you, Perry the Platypus! So he got locked in with them too. Alright. Yeah, that's the Phineas and Ferb episode if I've ever seen one. They nail Phineas and Ferb. They nail Huts, they nail Phineas and Ferb. They do a very good job with that. They do a very good job with Huts and Phineas and Ferb, I must say. They have nailed those. Alright. So, we got nothing in the queue. Clock's at 0. So here's the game plan. Unless anything happens in the next 30 seconds when I sign off. We are going to do... Hang on. We're going to, I can't wait for season 5. You and me both. We're going to do the Nats-Phillies game in 2 hours. So that'll be fun. Nats-Phils, 2 hours. So that game is at 6:45. I'll go live at 6:38. Lineup's at 6:43. So, or lineup's 6:41, I should say. So, that's the game plan. D-backs take 2 of 3. Appreciate all you guys tuning in. JG9 signing off. A new video going to drop tomorrow. Click the link above to see the video that came out yesterday. Now, I'll see you guys soon. Take care. And see you guys in 2 hours for Nats-Phils for Game 2 of this JG9 MLB doubleheader. See you guys in a bit.